You're now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? It's our boy, Coach Malachi in the building. We're back. True Media Podcast. We are back up in this bitch, getting it in. Another day, another show. Happy Monday to everybody. Happy Monday. Pretty much, I really don't have a favorite day of the week, to be fair. I don't know. I guess when school start back, I guess, everybody that's a parent, your favorite day of the week, if you have kids that's still going to school and stuff like that, that's not grown, your favorite day of the week is probably Saturday and Sunday or Friday or whatever. Well, probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You get what I'm saying? So Friday come home, my God, okay, it's Friday. So you ain't got to worry about waking up early Saturday. You ain't got to worry about waking up early Sunday. But then when Sunday get here, you're like, man, goddamn, man, the weekend went by too fast. It's Monday already. So it is what it is, man. But once we get to 100, we're going to give everybody a round of applause. Y'all know how we do it. Did I do this? I didn't do that. I thought I had posted. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. I'm sitting there doing all this talking. All right, I just want to make sure. Hold on. Make sure I got everything good and Gucci. Okay, cool. Everything good and Gucci. All right. Yeah, man. Let me go ahead and put the mic up a little bit. I think I'm sounding kind of low. Yeah, salute to everybody, man. Y'all know what time of TI is. Shout out to Miss Black Panther in the building. Miss Black Panther. Once we get over 100, I will give everybody a round of applause. But let me do this. I need to post this one because I didn't. I need to look at the other channel. We simulcasting right now live. We simulcasting live on Bossum and Coach Malachi. We simulcasting on the Facebook page. My Facebook page this is my Facebook page in the chat right here. Let me see. Let y'all get to my. Let me do this. Yeah, this is my Facebook page, right? It don't have my name on it, but that's okay. It's fine. It don't matter. Yeah, my Facebook page. Y'all can find me on Facebook. This is it right here. Y'all can follow me here on Facebook. Oh, yeah. Y'all follow me on Facebook right here. This Coach Malachi Facebook page. Y'all can follow me on that too. You know what I mean? Only thing I do post on Facebook is just boxing content. That's it. That's all I do. Do we have over 100 done? Yes, we do. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Looks like it's getting ready to rain here. It's been, this the rainy season for Florida. I was like, man, by me, when I was in Vegas, dog, and listen, that desert heat hits different. It ain't like Florida. You get what I'm saying? Listen, it ain't like Florida, it ain't like Texas. Boy, that Nevada heat, boy, that's an entirely different heat right there. That's that dry ass heat. You get what I'm saying? That shit, man. Bro, when you inhale the air feels like you are inhaling heat from an oven. Literally. You get what I'm saying? But however, Florida is a little different. It gets hot here, but not hot like that. We have the humidity and stuff like that, and it gets hot and sticky. But that desert heat, man, shit, nigga, please. Listen, outside of the casinos, it ain't no reason to go to Vegas. And I like Vegas. Don't get me wrong, I like Vegas a lot. I like Vegas because they got some good weed. I like the strip. I like the hotels and all that stuff there. But that's pretty much it. Shout out to Trey. Let me get some of that good weed. But get what? But it ain't no weed like Cali, boy. Cali, boy. Boy, that goddamn Cali. LA. That goddamn Cali. He said Vegas expensive as hell, too. You know what? Vegas did not used to be expensive, though. I remember back in the day, Vegas didn't used to be that expensive. But now, everything is expensive. Bro, hold on. Hey, shout out to Schoolo. Shout out to Mr. Golden. Golden say, come to Savannah. Oh, yeah. Mr. Golden. Georgia Heat ain't fucking with Nevada. Tell it. Florida, Georgia. I don't care how hot it get in Florida and Georgia. It ain't fucking with Nevada. I'm telling you. They doing 115 degrees. Dry heat, dry air. 115 degrees, no wind blowing, no breeze, none of that. Like right now, it's hot here, but we got some breeze because it's finna get ready to rain. Ain't none of that. It ain't none of that. Nah, hell no. Miss Black Panther says it's a heat wave here in Georgia in the high 90s. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, as hot as it is in Georgia, listen, Miss Black Panther, as hot as it is in Georgia, leave now and go to Vegas, and you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to be like, God damn, Coach went bullshitting. 12 o'clock at night, it's 85 at 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, that's because it's summertime. Now, in the wintertime, it'll get hot. In the fall, it'll get hot in Vegas, but then it'll drop 35 degrees. It'll be hot in the day, cold at night. So that's different. Yeah, but yeah, you get what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, please. Yeah, you know, I'm used to the heat in Florida and Texas and Georgia and stuff like that. But that Vegas shit, man, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. It's a different kind of heat, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy. Different kind of heat. Anyways, shout out to the Mr. Ham in the building. Jamie in the building. Schoolo X-Man. Martin Ramos. Martin, what's going on, baby boy? He says cracking 105 in Jersey. Yeah, see, you know why it's so hot for y'all? I'm gonna tell you why, Martin. See, y'all ain't really used to no heat like that. Cause you know, up north it get cold, and you know, I think up north you guys experience all 4 seasons. In Florida, we don't experience all 4 seasons. You know, in Florida, it's gonna be hot. This is what we experience in Florida. The heat, and we get the rainy seasons or whatever. In the wintertime, we really don't have a winter from Tampa on down. It get a little cold in Tampa every now and then. Our winter is like 3 months in the wintertime. we may get 2 weeks of cold. That's the entire winter. When I say cold, I'm talking about 50 degrees, maybe in the 40s. We might get some in the 30s. We did get some in the 30s this year, whatever the case may be, but that's just like a couple of days, something like that. We may get 2-3 weeks of cold weather, meaning 50 degrees. That's cold in Florida. That's cold here, you know, 40 degrees, you know, stuff like that. So we our shit pretty much tropical year round. You get what I'm saying? The weather, stuff like that, right? See y'all get them, it get cold in New York and you know, things like that on the East Coast. So, you know, when it get hot there, y'all be like, God damn. And then when it get cold, man, shit, y'all, man, hey, bro. Hey, but y'all some G's up north, but I get y'all some G's up north, boy. I can't fuck with that cold. I can't, bro. Yeah, shit, I was in Omaha. It was so goddamn cold in Omaha. I'm talking about shit, 15 degrees below zero. No, my bad. Not 15 degrees below zero. My bad. That ain't true. I'm saying it be 30 degrees. It feel like 15 degrees. You go to Chicago, man, shit. Nigga, damn that. Yeah, man, shit. Yeah, hey, shout out to Drummer for Life, man. It is what it is. Yeah, man, you know, we had a little New York press conference yesterday. Crawford and Canelo, you know, Bud and Canelo. Shout out to the Jab Queen. Shout out to the Jab Queen. Shout out to my sister, the lovely Lisa Bell's in the building. G5 from the Bronx. Miss Black Panther. Drumming for Life is in this BI. Y'all share this live. We're going to have a good show. Y'all share this live. You know what I mean? I ain't, you know, I'm on a little light something, you know, just on a little light something.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
I had no roll to like a little joint, little pen joint. So I'm kind of like on the pen joint. I didn't do the pre-roll. I didn't do the pre-roll the day before the show. I say, you know, I don't want to get too far up there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He say, yeah, man, I can't. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't want to get too far up there. What did he say? Shout out to Jack Queen. She said, I had to get like you, coach. I said, you Bud Buddy stink. Bud can catch bullets with his teeth. Ninja, please. I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like every boxing, well, like the popular fighters, this is how you know Bud is popular. You know, regardless of what these niggas on YouTube try to say, but you know, the popular fighters always have a radical, you know, a radical. Well, I don't want to say the Bud Buddies are radical because I don't see them going around threatening people, stuff like that. But you know, like you know, you got the Bud Buddies, you have the Cinnabons. Like the Cinnabons think that you know, if you talk to the Cinnabons, Canelo ain't never lost, and he's the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. You know, but he don't know how to cut a ring off. So I mean, that's crazy. But however, you know, Ryan Garcia fans, every fan, you know, like every popular fighter, they have that element. They have that element of fans. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say what you got to do, Jack Queen. You can't get emotionally invested in these fighters like that. You can't get emotionally invested in them, and you definitely don't get caught up in their fan base. Because what happened is, and trust me, I've been through this. I've been doing this 4.5 years. So I've been through this. Now I'm a pro at it. Now I'm so good at this shit. It's like, okay. I'm like Neo in the Matrix now. You know what they're gonna say before they say it. You know how they're gonna come before they come. No Diddy. You know what they're looking for. You know the trigger words. You know how to set them off. You know how to get them emotionally invested. You know what makes them upset. You know what makes them happy. It's like, you know, I know. You know, I don't see every aspect of it. I got a master's degree in the Cinnabons, master's degree in the Haney Maniacs, master's degree in the Bud Buddies, master's degree with the Tanker Maniacs, master's degree with the Flomos. I have a master's degree with the Aerosexuals, master's degree with the Wild Dads. It's like, you know, when you know, can't forget about the Tyson Fury, the Shiver Me Timbers. I got a master's degree when it comes to them. I don't went to war digitally. I don't went to war with all these different fan bases. From the Tyson Fury fan, I ran all of them off the block for the most part. I ain't hardly none of them over here. You know, to the entire PBC, you know, those guys. It's like, now it's like, oh, okay. Nothing bothers me. Nothing bothers me. You're like, okay, you know what I mean? You know what they gonna say before they see it. Shout out to Jamie. Jamie, what's going on, fam? What's going on? My main man Rick, man, Southside is in this BI. I fought with Houston now. Southside. You know what I mean? Shout out to Guillermo. Salute to you, fam. DC Curry. Now, people was asking me, yeah, coach, man, what you think about the press conference? And you see doggone Canelo push Bud and all that stuff there. And Canelo had his high heels on. They said, well, I looked at, and I'm like, damn, because I'm looking at the video, right? And I'm like, Canelo looked taller than Bud. And I'm like, when has he ever been taller than Bud? I mean, when they stood in the ring after Canelo fought Skull, Canelo was not taller than Bud. But goddamn it, he looked like he 2 inches. He looked like he about 2-3 inches taller than Bud now. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, how the fuck? I like that. Hey, this nigga 3 inches taller. He turned 6'2". I said, damn, he'll 6 foot already overnight. Like, how you did that? You know. I'm asking niggas. Hey, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, shout out to Doggo, shout out to Javon Soto, shout out to RJ. He said they both were on high heels. Who's on high heels? Who? No, you got to look at them shoes. I can pull the picture up. You got to look at them shoes, fam. You got to look at them shoes. What? No, I don't know who both you talking about. I see one nigga 5'8.5", 5'9". I see another nigga 6'2". Anyway. Yeah, man, but people ask me about that. I'm like, yeah, I mean, they're just promoting the fight. It's just promotion. I'm not I don't look too much into it. It kind of looked kind of staged, to be honest with you. It kind of looked staged. When it was in Saudi Arabia, it was kind of like cordial, this and that. Now they over here in New York, and then they had Fanatic Week. What's that conference that happened? What's going on in New York? What is called Fanatic Weekend or something? Yeah, Fanatic Weekend. Let me see. I think that's what it's called. Fanatic. What that was in New York? Fanatic Weekend in New York. I forgot what it's called. Oh, somebody said the Fantastic Fest. Fantastic Fest. I thought, you know what, Ricky, I thought it was called something else. I thought it was called Fanatic something more. You get what I'm saying? I thought it was called Fanatic something. I was talking to my Puerto Rican homeboy named Caesar what's Caesar from? Caesar from Brooklyn. What? Caesar, was he from Queens or Brooklyn? Damn, where's Caesar from? He from New York. I think I want to say Queens. No, I think he from Brooklyn. One from the Bronx. One of my partners from the Bronx, and the other one from, I want to say Queens. I think he from Queens. But anyways, either Queens or the Bronx, one of them. I forgot. But Caesar was like, yeah, man, you should have went. You should have went, coach. I'm trying to tell you, man, that you should have went. You know what I mean? Goddamn, and I was talking about Edgar Berlanga. He was like, yeah, man, Edgar Berlanga ain't really fought nobody. He knocked out a lot of people. I say, all right. I said, all right. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So he trying to talk about the Puerto Rican assassin now. I said, hold on now, watch him. I said, watch your mouth now, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, Caesar. Don't be talking about the Puerto Rican assassin now. You know what I mean? Don't be talking about the Puerto Rican assassin now. Watch your mouth. Well, I know he ain't fighting nobody, but that ain't the point. We trying to hype him up. We trying to hype him up now. You get what I'm saying? Hey, listen. Hey, look here. Check it out, man. We trying to, you get what I'm saying? Shout out to New York. He say Berlanga. Yeah, watch your mouth. We trying to hype him up like Flipper T now. Y'all know who Flipper T is. Hype me up. Hype me up. You get what I'm saying? We try to hype him up now. Try to hype him up. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, let's get into the show. I will address the super chats in a minute. Y'all bear with me. Let's read the opening monologue. Terence Crawford. When I beat Canelo, you're going to cry. That's what Bud says. I did see the interview where Canelo was talking about Terence Crawford when they was on there with Shaq, talking about Terence Crawford resume. He ain't fought nobody. He did this, he did that. I was like, you know what? Bud been hearing this a long time. Like this, 17 years, he ain't fought nobody. He ain't beat nobody. They don't know how he got 2-time undisputed. They don't know how he got championships in 4 different weight divisions. They just don't know. It just miraculously just happened. He say he ain't fought no elite fighters. And I'm like, well, I get what Canelo was coming at from an elite standpoint. Because you got good fighters, you have elite fighters. This is the problem. This is the problem with this argument. I'm gonna tell you why. Terence Crawford was never really. When he first started out, they didn't look at him as an elite fighter. Didn't nobody know who the fuck he was. You know what I mean? To be fair, there are no elite fighters. Like, Floyd Mayweather's an elite fighter. I look at Alexander Usyk as an elite fighter. A New Way to Monster's an elite fighter. I probably look at Bam, maybe Boots. Canelo is an elite fighter. Bivol is an elite fighter. Terence Crawford is an elite fighter. Some would have said Errol Spence was an elite fighter. There's not a bunch of elite fighters. So you got people who have belts. You have people who have belts that are champions, but they're not elite. Do you get what I'm saying? They're not elite. Like, who's fought elite fighters? Tank is an elite fighter. Devin Haney is considered an elite fighter. But who, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is what I was telling y'all. I'm like, dude, y'all act like it's a bunch of goddamn Sugar Ray Leonards running around boxing, or a bunch of Terence Crawfords, or a bunch of Canelos, or a bunch of Usyks, or a Tyson Furies, or it's not. And then when you look at these weight divisions, how many elite fighters are in the weight division? It ain't a bunch of, it ain't no elite fighters in the super middleweight division. But that doesn't mean that because a fighter is not elite, that they can't beat an elite fighter. That don't mean that. That don't mean that. You get what I'm saying? Shit, motherfucking, there's a whole lot of motherfuckers there's a whole lot of motherfuckers be elite, and the non-elite fighter be putting hands and foot on a nigga that's elite. True. Like, literally, it's you have a bunch of title holders, but there's not a bunch of elite fighters, fam. And look at every weight division, from lightweight, from flyweight all the way to heavyweight, and you go to each division and pick out who the elite fighters are. That'd be very easy to do. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, the Crawford versus Canelo press conference got heated in New York yesterday. Dana White and Turki Alalshikh were thoroughly entertained as Canelo pushed Crawford in the chest after Bud got a little too close up on Canelo. I think he stepped on his high heel shoes or whatever he had on, right? Although the crowd got excited, it was nothing more than a skirmish, so to speak, right? Some even say that it was staged. I lean towards the latter. This gives content creators and boxing fans something to talk about. The shit looks staged to me. I'm just being honest with you. It looks staged to me. I hear niggas making videos, talk about who won the press conference. Bud looked like he was scared. Canelo got punked, or this and that. And I'm like, bro, like, I ain't never seen a nigga win a fight at a press conference. It's just something for everybody to talk about, everybody to make content about, everybody to argue about. It's gonna be some niggas right now later on tonight. There was some niggas last night. They was on live for 10, 11, 12 hours talking about the push, talking about Canelo high heels, talking about Bud looking scared, talking about this, talking about that. Just a whole lot of shit. And I'm just sitting back like I'm like, oh, this what we doing? This what we doing now? I'm the only nigga that's calm out of all of the content. I'm the only nigga that's calm. I'm like, this is a nothing burger. There is no animosity between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Both guys are getting paid a whole lot of money. They'll fight each other. Literally. That's it. September the 13th, it's gonna go down. Everybody got they lines drawn in the sand. Who they like, who they gonna pick. Nothing wrong with that. You got people who are making nationalistic picks. If you're Mexican, you're gonna ride with Canelo. If you're black, you're gonna ride with Terence Crawford. Some blacks. I don't know. I can't say all because a lot of these niggas on YouTube. I can't. You know what? Let me stop this. I can't count YouTube. I cannot count social media because I can't count these niggas on YouTube. Some of these niggas be biased and troll, whatever, right? You get what I'm saying? But that's it. That's just where it's at. It's gonna come down to nationalism, and there's nothing wrong with that. Boxing is, that's what it's all about. Black and Mexican going at it. May the best man win. It's the old American way, right? Canelo said something of the sort where he said, Turkey, you need to make the ring smaller. Now that kind of threw me for a loop. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I never heard Julio Cesar Chavez tell Don King that, hey, you need to make the ring smaller so it'll help me cut the ring off. Julio Cesar Chavez, I think a regular ring, regulation ring is 20 by 20. 20 by 20 is a regular ring size. Right? Even 18 by 18, but 20 by 20 is pretty much the normal ring size that most fighters fight in, right? Most fighters, 99% of the fighters, right? I never heard Julio Cesar Chavez. I never heard Julio Cesar Chavez say that. I never heard Salvador Sanchez say that. I never heard Juan Manuel Marquez say that, or Eric Morales. Never. I'm talking about these are Mexican greats. I never heard them say that. Never. Do you get what I'm saying? So and I never heard Canelo ever say that throughout his career. Never. Any fighter he's ever fought, I never heard that before. Him ever say that. So that kind of threw me for a loop. That did kind of throw me for a loop right there. But however, I'm not looking too much into it. Now, Dana White made it clear from the podium that this fight, as well as other major fights that happened in boxing as of late, that have taken place recently, would not have happened unless Turki Alalshikh and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia were not involved. Those are the facts. These big fights that we're getting right now, we are only getting them because of one person, Turki Alalshikh. That's it. And Turki Alalshikh has the backing of the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. The Riyadh Season 2030 initiative plan was to take over sports entertainment, so to speak. They have wrestling, they have golf, I think they have soccer, and boxing they got boxing, they're getting boxing too, for the most part. These motherfuckers got money, plenty money. Shout out to Marcus King. They have plenty money. These Arabs got some, bro, like they playing a different ball game. These Arabs are playing a different ball game. The type of money that they playing with is different. The money game, like it made Don King, the type of money that they have, it made Don King and Bob Arum in their heyday look like child's play. Yeah, Don King, you and Bob, y'all put y'all money together and y'all broke in comparison to what we got. The type of money that the elite fighters are making when they fight on Riyadh season cards is crazy. It's crazy. Like literally, like, bro, I like these mother. So I said, you know what, man? Let me look at this a little closely. Dana White made it clear from the podium that this fight would not happen if it wasn't for the Turki Alalshikh and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia were not involved. We're getting Crawford versus Canelo or Canelo versus Crawford. Whoever the first name is the A side. Because of Turki Alalshikh's passion for the sport of boxing. Canelo fans booed Bud when he said that he is on the hunt and he plans on taking them belts from Canelo. As they should boo him. You know, I ain't got nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. And then you got Bud fans out there. I heard Birdie big ass mouth. Birdie like, come on, Bud, let's go, Bud. Because Birdie, that's his guy. They grew up together. Him and Bud grew up together. So, you know, they like family. From Omaha, they're going to represent. They're going to represent, right? After that, Bud tells the crowd, and I quote, he said, when I beat Canelo, he said, you're going to cry when you get home, unquote. This press conference did get me kind of excited, though. It got me kind of excited because it was a lot different from the Riyadh season. When they was over there in Saudi Arabia, not Riyadh season, when they was over there in Saudi Arabia, we seen Turki Alalshikh sitting at the table, but Canelo to his left, Bud to his right. These niggas, everybody sitting at the table like it's the Last Supper. All like they sit there like they laugh. Okay, come on, guys, we're at the table, take a picture. You get what I'm saying? So he the money man. He the money man. He the paymaster. You get what I'm saying? So you get what I'm saying? So by them coming to New York, the energy level went up. And see, it's a cultural thing too. It's a cultural thing. In Saudi Arabia, I don't think they know how to get crunk like that. They don't get crunk like that. When you go to Japan, they don't get crunk. But when you go to America, when you at the UK, they get crunk a little bit. Especially when you come to America. They gonna get crunk. You get what I'm saying? So Saudi Arabia like, yeah, you know. So people hit me up, man, what you think about this coach, this and that? I say, man, this ain't that. They just promoting the fight, bro. They on a promo tour right now. They got to make some excitement. They read the chat. They read the comments. They read that, yeah, man, you know, man, this fight set up. Man, look at her. Look at her. Turki Alalshikh, Terence Crawford, and Canelo at the table eating dinner. Oh, man, we ought to know what time it is. They read the comments. They know what fans are saying. Dana White come aboard. I mean, the shit was saying. I'm saying, in my opinion, I don't have any inside source or information that tells me that, but I'm like, come on, fam.
True.
I'm like, come on, fam. You get what I'm saying? So you get what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, fam. I mean, it is what it is, It is what it is, So anyways. The country boy from Omaha, Nebraska has a lot of doubters on this one. And understandably so. Canelo has had a similar effect to Mike Tyson on fighters over the years. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. What do I mean by Canelo has had a similar effect, very similar to Mike Tyson over fighters over the years? Do you guys know what I mean by that? Let me tell you what I mean by that. What do I mean by that? When fighters like Jaime Munguia, Edgar Berlanga, William Skull, and Jamel Charlo fought Canelo, they seemed to be scared before they even stepped in the ring. Do you remember, some of you guys might be too young to remember this, but in the Mike Tyson heyday, Mike Tyson won a lot of fights before he even stepped in the ring. Motherfucker was scared, shaking like booty meat already. Oh, this is Iron Mike Tyson, and oh my gosh, I'm just so thankful just to be in the ring with him. And oh, please, Mike, don't get what I'm saying? And Mike, listen, look at a nigga swing one time, and he don't even have to connect. Motherfucker was just falling.
True.
If you look at the last fighters who fought Canelo, the last 4 fighters, these motherfuckers ain't come to fight. They were just happy to be in the ring. One nigga ran, another motherfucker hollering about he was going toe-to-toe and he didn't go toe-to-toe. They were just, in the press conference, oh, I'm just, I'm in the ring with the legend, Canelo, he's a legend, and, just he did so much. I mean, listen, they in the press conference kissing ass. Oh, man, you got to bow down. Man, fuck all that.
True.
Yo, you got to bow down, this and that. Like, bro, you get what I'm saying? I ain't never seen James like South Tony do that. I ain't never seen James Tony do that. Or Roy Jones. Or Tito Trinidad. I never seen that. Nigga got a motherfucker, no, you got to show respect. Yeah, I respect him, but goddamn, nigga, I'm coming to win. Mike Tyson had dudes shaking like booty meat before they even stepped in the ring. Very similar to Canelo. If you look at his last 4 fights, motherfucker was just happy to be there. Didn't even try to win. Try to survive or run or whatever. Don't even try to win. But scared before they stepped in the ring, scared all throughout the fight. Literally.
True.
Anyways. As I said before, this what's been going on this past 4 fights. They kissed Canelo's ass in the lead up to the fight. It was apparent that they were just happy just to be in the ring with Canelo. They fought scared and they fought to survive. The Omaha Assassin won't take that approach. I can promise you that. Canelo will have an opportunity to knock Bud out. And Bud was going to have his opportunity as well. As Bud told me in our recent interview, I got that interview dropping this week. It's already edited and everything. On September the 13th, all questions will be answered. I dropped that short, and September 13th, all questions will be answered. Until then, sit back and enjoy the ride and watch the content creators make 1,000 different videos about who was scared, who had high heels on. You're going to get a lot of the race. What you're going to get, I'm finna tell you what y'all finna get now. You're finna get a lot of the nationalism and the race boxing fans. They out in full effect right now, especially on X. They're out in full effect right now. They're going to be, you get what I'm saying? Because some of these guys, they're going to live their lives vicariously through their favorite fighter. And since Bud is the nobody fighter, it's not popular, don't nobody know who he is, according to the narrative, and the Canelo is the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, I do not agree with that bullshit at all. Because I ain't never heard of a great Mexican fighter ask a motherfucker, you need to make the ring smaller. Julio Cesar Chavez, they never did that. Salvador, none of them ain't never did that. So I think the greatest, my opinion is Salvador Sanchez. I love Salvador. That's my guy. Julio Cesar Chavez, I might, Finito Lopez, can't forget about Finito Lopez and all those guys like that. You get what I'm saying? So Marquez, it was some great Mexican fighters. Great Mexican fighters. Barrera. You get what I'm saying? So I never heard them say that. Not one. You can't find a fight or a video or a press conference when any of them ever said that. Never. But in other news, the juggernaut that's promoting this event is massive. Let me break this down. A company by the name of TKO Group Holdings is putting the world of sports entertainment in a chokehold. You guys heard of TKO Boxing. You guys, Dana White is supposed to be the head in that. I'm going to let y'all know these boys playing with some serious money. This is probably the most money that I've ever seen in the sport of boxing, ever. I'm going to break it down. TKO Holdings is TKO Group Holdings is putting, as I said before, the world of sports entertainment in a chokehold. This is the parent company behind TKO Boxing, the promoter of the Crawford versus Canelo fight. The board of directors includes Ariel Emanuel. He is the CEO and executive chair. Vince McMahon, yes, the very same Vince McMahon who took over his Vince McMahon Jr. You remember his father owned the WWF and he ended up passing it on to his son, and Vince McMahon Jr. took it to a whole nother level. And I think he ended up selling WWE for like $8 billion or something, between $5 and $8 billion. I'm not sure. I think UFC got sold for like $5 billion, and I think the WWE got sold for like $8 billion, something of that sort. I'm not sure about that, but I think somewhere around those figures for both of those guys, right? But Vince McMahon Jr., the former owner of WWE, he don't own it anymore. Ariel Emanuel, Egon Durbin. I will address the super chats. Nick Khan, Steve Koonin, Jonathan Kraft, Sonia Medina, Mark Shapiro, Kerry Wheeler, and Nancy Tellum. These are the people who are the board of directors of TKO Group Holdings. They're the ones that's taking over sports entertainment as we know it. These are incredibly wealthy and influential individuals. If you saw any of these guys walking down the street, you wouldn't know who they are. You wouldn't know. You think that your favorite fighter, because he got a chain on from Benny the Jeweler, is rich and wealthy and got all his goddamn money. No. Your favorite fighter ain't got money like these guys got. These guys, they own some other shit. You get what I'm saying? These guys got the kind of money that can buy senators. They got the kind of money that can influence presidents. They have the kind of money that can influence crown princes in different countries and get laws passed in their favors and stuff like that. That's the kind of money that they got. Your favorite fighter ain't got that. Your favorite fighter got nigga money. You know what nigga money is? Nigga money is, I can come online with my jewelry and talk that rich fly shit to a bunch of broke niggas. And I got a bunch of broke people who watching me bragging about how much wealth I have. Your favorite fighter ain't got shit in comparison to these motherfuckers. That's nigga money. Nigga money is you got money to get material things and she make, stunt for the gram and, buy a new flashy car or whatever. That's nigga money. That's the kind of money I'm talking about. They don't have that. They got some other shit. Now, as I said before, these are incredibly wealthy and influential individuals. Boxing has never seen this type of money and power in the sport before. This group, in conjunction with Turki Alalshikh and the Crown Prince, makes the mafia boxing days look like child's play. You remember they say, yeah, man, boxing, man, was ran by the mafia. Oh, they don't even see the mafia. The mafia can't fuck with these dudes. These dudes can have the mafia wiped off the planet. This ain't nothing, right? Whether you like it or not, you're going to learn to love it or hate it. That's what Ric Flair say. Whether you like it or not, baby, you're going to love it or hate it. The nature boy. But know one thing, you can't stop it. And neither can I. What did you guys think about yesterday's press conference between Canelo and Crawford? I do know that a lot of professional content creators, they telling you who's scared. No, they telling you, yeah, man, he's scared. Like you can tell, yeah, he's scared, dog. You saw the way he pushed you, and you saw the way, I ain't never seen it. I heard one nigga say, what I was, Two-Tone, I think Tone said, yeah, I ain't never seen boy Crawford scared like that. Two-Tone said, yeah, I ain't never seen boy scared like that. Man, he look like he was ready to run off the stage. I like, yeah. True. I was he got, yeah, long child. Man, this man gonna get knocked out in two, man. Man, it's over with. And all these niggas be so, hey, these niggas be so wrong in their predictions. I be like, I said, yeah. You was scared, huh? Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. Anyway, today's show was sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you are in the city of Tampa, download the app Booksy on your iPhone or Android. Download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. Type in Foster's Barbershop. Book an appointment. This barbershop only works by appointment. We also book events at the barbershop as well. Events like, hey, we have a tiki bar in the back, and we have a bartender who can serve drinks, event planner, and we have 9-hole putt golf, and we play for the money back there. So if you want to go to a barbershop, but you don't have to worry about a whole bunch of people there, you don't have to worry about you waiting in a long line when you get there before you get a haircut, even though you book an appointment. No, when you book an appointment, the time that your appointment starts, you will be sitting in that chair, just you and the barber. And if you want to be served a drink, you can. And if you want to play putt golf, you can. Tiki Hut, Tiki Bar is very, very nice. The only barbershop in the city like that. Let's give our sponsor, Foster's Barbershop, and everyone in the chat a round of applause. Yeah. Shout out to who this is right here. Who this is. What your name is, Mr. What? Look like I keep saying the same. Okay, I see you over here, fam, but I don't see you. Let's go over here. Shout out to I see somebody left a comment on Rumble. I see you over here, fam, but I don't see you over there. You get what I'm saying? Hold on, let's do this. Let's go back now. See, can we pull it up? Shout out to No Cap. Shout out to the Carter Dinner. Shout out to Green Eyes P. No, that's my bad. I had to refresh the chat. Green Eyes P. Green Eyes P, drummer for life. It is what it is. But y'all know what time it is. Before we get into the show, and let's go ahead and stroll the banner at the bottom. Before we get into the show, we got to say all praises due. I need to start saying all praises due to Turki Alalshikh, because Al Haim ain't really doing that right now. But I'm going to stay on cold and stick with the brother man, Mr. Al Haim.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
but a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. Now, I'm glad. Now, I am glad that they are having. I heard both guys enrolled in VADA. VADA is going to be very, very important because we do know that they're entering no-so camp. They allow all of their fighters get popped dirty for PEDs. So, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm glad that both men are enrolled in VADA. We need everybody to fight on a fair playing field. You get what I'm saying? We don't need no drug cheating. We don't need none of that. We need. Hey, shout out to Rick. You get what I'm saying? That camp. Has a history of popping dirty. We know that for a fact. So, that's factual. That it is what it is. So I'm glad that they do have drug testing. As long as they have that, everything good.
True.
Shout out to Tony Montana. Salute to you, fam. It is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody watching the show. If you sitting there watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get her.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck-mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yeah, man. Polo Buck said, how can I become a member? Yeah, Polo Buck, you should see a button that says become a member. Well, I forgot what it says. You should see a button next to the subscribe. You should see a member button next to the subscribe button, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know which device you have, so I think some devices they may show up and they may not show up. I really don't know, fam. But you know what? You want me to drop a link? Let me drop a link for you. Let me drop the membership link for you. I think I have it right here. Hold on, fam. Let me see, can I drop the membership link? See, can I do that? See, can I drop that for you? Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. My bad, I'm tripping. I have it right here. My bad, I have it right here, fam. Hold on, I have it right here. Damn, I'm sitting there, I'm finna click and do some other shit. There we go. I got you right here. Hold on, Polo. I'm finna get you right here, brother. Hold on, bear with me. Let me go ahead and put it right here. Polo Buck. Shout out to my main man, Rick Timms, man. Motherfucking Southside, man. Hey, Rick, let me tell you something. Rick Timms a real nigga, man. I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that in a positive way. You know, real brother. Stand up dude. You know what I mean? He don't give off no whole nigga energy. I'm like, he a real one now. He a real one. I bear witness to that. I'm telling you. I met him. He's a real one. You know, he give off, you know what I mean? He give off that, you know what I mean? You can tell he done been through something. Shout out to Chastity. Chastity, what's going on? Hey, what did say Chastity say? She said, yeah, ain't nobody talking about that ring size comment. No, you know why they ain't talking about it? I'm gonna tell you why they ain't talking about it. Because these content creators, as I said before, they hate Bud with a passion. They've always hated Bud. If you look at their track record, they've always shitted on him. And when I dropped this interview, Chastity, me and Bud talk about this. We talk about it. Part 2 of the interview, we're going to do a part 2. But we talk about this. He understands the game. Trust me. You got to look at, you got to look at these guys' track record. Their track record tells you who they are. Showbiz has to pander to the white boxing fans and the Hispanic boxing fans. So the Mexican boxing fans love Showbiz because, you know, he pretty much, you know, Canelo down to the base. Or a Ryan Garcia and all that. So he's more up for he's the leader of the casuals, and they love him to death. He's the leader, not just the leader of the casuals, but the leader of the Hispanic fanatics, those guys. You get what I'm saying? And so he has to pander to that base. So you ought to know where he's staying. No matter how objective he tries, we ought to know where he's staying. And Bud knows as well. Gene said his wife is Mexican. Yeah. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. If Showbiz has a Mexican wife, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, you got to let you know where his mindset is at. His mindset is more of I'm not like those guys. You get what I'm saying? His mindset is more like that. You know, some would say he's the token Negro. Some would say that. I'm not saying that, but some would say that. Anyways, and then Tone is just Tone. Tone is just Tone. You know what I mean? Tone is just Tone. But as I said before, most of these, like, they don't like Bud. They never liked them, and they still don't like him. So you're going to see a lot of them come out. A lot of them going to come out and reinforce that. There's nothing wrong with that. When I drop this interview, you're going to understand why. Like, this was a good interview. It was a real good interview. Really, really good interview. I'm trying to figure out which day I'm going to drop it. Anyways, it is what it is. Shout out to all of the 10 owners, the PYTs and the honey dips. And shout out to the Prince of Pan-Africanism, my good brother, your good brother, our good brother. What his name is, Dr. Umar Johnson.
See your eyes shine, she's my soul bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet Dr. Queen. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, run out of control.
Run it up, it's me against the light.
Snow bunny,
moving on the bar. Everything's alright, got that smooth soul feel.
no, that's
Dancing in the light, I'll take my snow. Run it up, bring party back at night.
see your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet Dr. Queen. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, run out of control.
Run it up, it's me against the light.
Snow bunny,
Moving on the bar. Everything's alright, got that smooth soul feel.
no, that's
Dancing in the light, I'll take my snow. Run it up, bring party back at night.
see your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet Dr. Queen. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, run out of control.
man. Shout out, man. Hey, shout out to Mr. Tomato Can, my brother. Hey, shout out to This Is Boxing. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't want y'all to get caught up in the bullshit. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. You're gonna have people who are gonna project whatever they're gonna project, right? But I want you to understand something. This is just another day in the office. I'm just saying for me, it's just another day in the office. This ain't after this fight, whoever wins, whether Bud win or Canelo wins, both of them finna get paid a lot of money, and we gonna move on to the next fight. That's all it is to me. You get what I'm saying? It's just another goddamn fight. Just another fight, a fight that fans did not ask for. We kind of really wanted Canelo versus Benavidez, but he clearly don't want none of that smoke. So, maybe he feel that, I'm getting paid enough money, but Bud is getting paid a lot of money as well. I can beat this guy. He's coming up 3 weight divisions. He's a great fighter, but he's a great fighter at the smaller weight divisions. He's coming up here to 168. This would be an easy payday for me. So Canelo probably looking at it, I'm getting paid a lot of money, not to fight David Benavidez, but to fight Crawford. Crawford said he wanted to fight me, this and that. And, this is an easy fight for me. So, if you Canelo, that's how you Canelo, you looking at it differently. You probably don't have the hunger, whatever, for this little guy. You get what I'm saying? So, but the little guy, you know what I mean? For Omaha, Nebraska, he's looking at it totally different. And I can promise you that. He's looking at this shit totally different. Anyway, let's get into the show. Oh, but before we get into the show, let's give a shout out to the face of boxing. Hey. Yeah. Oh, that looks good. How much fun? All right, let's read the super chats. Let's read the super chats. Let's see what we got. Let's read the super chats. Shout out to Jamie Vasquez. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said Coach went to war with everybody. Yes, I did. I did for about 3.5 years. I'll probably say maybe a good 4 years. Now I'm just kind of hey, you get what I'm saying? Because I know what it is. Jamie, as I told you, fam, don't get caught up on this YouTube shit. The YouTube shit ain't real. I told you, these fighters are not beefing with each other. These content creators the tough guys on YouTube who say when they see you, they gonna do A, B, C, and D, those niggas don't even leave their city. You ain't gonna see none of them. I'm talking about the tough guys on YouTube. The ones who been threatening niggas for years and they ain't never pulled up on nobody, ain't doing that. As I said before, so it don't get caught up on avatars and bots and trolls. This shit ain't real. Once you understand that, you will learn to detach and take your emotions out of it. And don't get baited into getting into a emotional temper tantrum with a man over another man. I don't know who raised these niggas. But when you see a man getting into a temper tantrum over another man that they don't even know, or the guy don't even know you exist, make some logic out of that. So I think once you understand that, you kind of be like, oh, okay, it's just another day in the office. Shout out to the one, Mr. Ham. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said Canelo wears stilettos. Yeah, he look like he was 6'2". At the weight at the face off. Shout out to Attorney Bailey. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 dub. He said, Coach, what popular pound for pound great Mexican fighter ever got popped for any illegal substance, steroids outside of Canelo? Thoughts? You know what? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? That's a good question. I really don't know. I don't think any. I would have to do research on it, but I don't think any. Yeah, I don't think any. Hey, shout out to Chastity. What you say, sis? She said, exactly. It's too weird to me. Men have cussed me out for my boxing opinions. So straight. Y'all cussing out the tenderonis? Hey, you hold on. Where Chastity at? Where you at, sis? Bro, these niggas. Chastity say, she say men have cursed her out over her boxing opinion. Bro, how you cussing out women over another man? What you mean, Chastity? You don't like my fighter. What you mean my fighter gonna lose? You know, oh, punk ass such and such. Oh, punk ass bitch. What the hell you talking about? Bro, just listen. Make it make sense. What do I look like cursing out a woman over her opinion? No, about her opinion. Shout out to Keith's Bulldogs. About who she think gonna win a fight. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, fam. Listen, this is one chick. Oh, what's her name? What's her name? Liza. I think her name Lisa or Liza, whatever, right? Oh, she's on X. She's on Twitter. The application formula on the Twitter. Man, I'm finna read the rest of the super chat. Bro, she is crazy about Canelo. She is crazy. Bro, she shoot videos with her eyeballs. She's bucking her eyeballs. I've never seen a Mexican woman buck her eyeballs as wide as this woman. Her eyeballs is bucking so wide. She looking at the camera like this. You better not never say nothing about Canelo. You keep Canelo's name out of your mouth. Bro, it looked like she was foaming at the mouth. Eyeballs look like bigger than golf balls. Bigger than, her eyeballs look like showbiz when she buck her eyeballs out. Garfield. And I'm like, the fuck? What is this Canelo bitch, or is he fucking her, or they got kids, or what is it? Bro, she had a look on her eyes like I were literally I can't repeat it because I don't want social media thinking I'm threatening somebody. But she put it this way, she had a look in her eyes like if she can unalive you, she would. If you ain't praising Canelo, worshiping Canelo, sucking Canelo down to the base digitally, she on your top. And the Cinnabons especially. Like the Cinnabons, listen, the Cinnabons, I'll be sitting back watching these fools. Right? I said, these niggas crazy. I said, these niggas crazy. I said, God damn. Shout out to Ali. Man, this bitch crazy. Like, this bitch, she finna murk somebody. I'm finna go get the chopper. But guess what? I don't have a problem with that. You know what I know I don't have a problem with that? Because that's a woman. If a woman is showing that much passion and vigor over a male fighter, you guys know my motto, I don't have a problem with that. Even though it's crazy and psychotic, but it is. She's psycho now. She cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Trust me, she cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I think if Canelo actually met her, I think he'll be like, oh, this bitch crazy. I don't know. You know, Eddie. I don't know about this one, Eddie. This one is kind of loca. You know what I mean? Yeah, she. You know what I mean? Like she, you know, but she's a woman. The problem I have is there are some. There's some male boxing fans of Canelo, black and Mexican. They are just as rabid and crazy as her. So I can see a woman doing it. I give her a pass. But what's your excuse, you being a man? Like Canelo got some real digital shooters. And we don't even want to talk about the pro Canelo YouTube channels. They going to war. Yeah. Wish a nigga would. Mayatas. You know what I mean? The Mayatas. Yeah. Bro, like you gonna see, listen, you gonna see all the races come out the closet. Like, well, they already out the closet. They coming out, boy. Right now, boy. But they live a little bit local right now, boy.
True.
They're crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. Let's continue to read the super chats. Now let's see. Polo Buck says, he said, we still looking for prospects to fight for free on the undercard.
Hey, okay.
On the undercard, are you still looking for prospects? Shout out to Polo Buck. He said Shaq said Turkey told him he lose money every fight he put one on. Yeah, of course he loses money. And did you want to know, hey, Polo Buck, you want to know why Turkey lose money every time he put a fight on? Because he overpaying motherfuckers. Like, this is what I'm saying. These fighters are getting paid crazy money. And you would say the type of business people that they are, these guys are billionaires, multi-billionaires. So their end game can't be to make a profit on boxing. He is intentionally losing money. Because if you lost money on one event, and then you're doing the exact same thing, the second event that you did the first event, that lost you money, and then you put on a third event and you losing, and you're doing the exact same thing you did on the first and second event, and then all your events you're losing money, and you intentionally keep doing it over and over and over, you're either dumb, stupid, or there's an ulterior motive. Some say it's sports washing. Because they have WWE, they have golf, they have soccer, they have all of the major sports. Yeah, they got all the major sports. Boxing is on the bottom of the totem pole. Boxing don't even scratch the surface. So I'm like, they looking at it as, you know what? Because when you first come in the game and start a business, you're gonna lose money in the beginning. They're like, yeah, we losing money right now, but we got it to lose. I don't think they will continue to lose money, but again, I'm not in these offices. I talk to a lot of people though in the sport of boxing. We talk on the phone off air. I'm not in these offices, but whatever their end game is, they have the 2030 initiative. So they got 5 more years, brother. 5 more years. The 2030 the Riyadh season 2030 initiative. They got 5 more years. What I do see is they locking the market down. They locking it down. Operation Lockdown. That's what I see they doing. These people have some look up. Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all look these people up to TKO Holdings. These people got some serious money. And that has nothing. And I'm not even talking about the Crown Prince of the country of Saudi Arabia. We ain't even talking about that. That's a whole nother problem when it comes to the money. But anyways, yeah, man, yeah, he definitely losing money, but they don't give a damn. Shout out to Polo Buck.
Hey, okay.
I already read that one. Shout out to Stevenson.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I'm glad you brought that up, Stevenson. Check this out. He said, you see how they're trying to take Bud off his game with the running narrative? This is what they're trying to do. I'm finna run it down to you right now. See, this is what people like Blue Blood Sports TV, Bill Haney, and some other content creators were talking about. And then showbiz, whatever, right? Because showbiz is down with the machine and stuff like that, and whatever, right? So the butter business is good over there. It went from no running rule, but they put it all on Devin Haney. They didn't really say much about William Skull. But in boxing, there's 2 sides to it. You know how you stop a fighter from doing a lot of moving? You cut the ring off. So there was so much onus put on the guy that was perceived to be running that they totally gave Canelo and Jose Ramirez a pass for not being able to cut the ring off. However, this is what they're doing. They're trying to say, if any black fighter, this is what they're saying. In Terence Crawford's case, what Canelo is trying to do and what they're trying to say is, we want a smaller ring. We don't want him to run. Well, Crawford has never ran in he's never ran in any fight he's ever been in. So clearly that rule doesn't apply to him. What they want is they want a black fighter to walk in the middle of the ring like a Jaime Munguia, like a Edgar Berlanga, like any of those other flat-footed fighters that just gonna come there, sit in the middle of the ring and say, hit me, let's trade punches. Huh, you hit me, huh, I hit you, huh, you hit me, huh, I hit you. That's what they want to do. And I'm like, I've never heard Julio Cesar Chavez talk like this. I've never heard Juan Manuel Marquez talk like this. I never heard Salvador Sanchez talk like this. Never. Because a regulation boxing ring is 20 by 20. That's a regular ring. You have something that's bigger. 18 by 18 is not below as well, but a regular normal boxing ring is 20 by 20. So what they're trying to say is we want Bud to come sit there and let Canelo punch you and show us, and it's not going to work like that. They are trying to project that we can't outbox this nigga or cut the ring off. If you are as great, if this nigga is who everything you say he is, if Crawford ain't nobody and you are levels above him, then you should be able to easily, it don't matter what size the ring is, you should be able to easily impose your will on him because you're the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, according to your fans. I'm not saying that, but according to your fans. So I ain't never heard no shit like this here. We don't want you to you know what I mean? You can't pay Bud with that, bruh, because he don't fight like that. But that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to, you get what I'm saying? But listen, I don't heard it all. Anyway, shout out to Green Eyes P.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2 super chat. She say 2 pounds. She say, Coach, is that a bottom of your screen? No. That's from my Rumble account. Shout out to Jab Queen.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2 dub. She say facts. Those people are the ones writing the checks. Your favorite fighter's cash. Absolutely. Absolutely, Jab Queen. Shout out to Falcon.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, using the scene for Rocky 3 to support the notion that Crawford is afraid of Canelo is off the mark. I can see Crawford as Clubber Lang in this situation, not Rocky. I mean, bro, it's the funniest shit. Like this shit is comical, fam. This shit is comical. You know what I mean? It's very comical. Like, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Like, yeah, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole lot of projecting going on. But it's really nothing to get too emotionally invested in, to be fair. It is what it is. Fight going down September 13th, and that's what matters. Long as they have bottle, both men are enrolled in bottle, long as it's a clean drug test, ain't nobody cheating, that's all I care about. May the best man win. Shout out to Constantine for dropping 3/4 of a bam dub on your boy. He say payday, and I'm sharing with the coach. Yes, sir. Yes, I appreciate you, fam. Constantine in the building. Shout out to Big Boss. Dropping that $1/4 dub. He said, shout out to you, coach. She said, hope I can meet you August the 23rd at the MVP card. Oh, yeah, Jake the Snake Paul. Bro, I'm going to be there, dog. I'm going to be there. It's Jake the Snake fighting, right? That's Jake the Snake. Yeah. He said card, but hey, you saw after Nello push board how Bomac moved in line like a pride. Jonathan owned it. Hey, boy, they can't move. Bomac too big. They couldn't move Bomac. Hey, Big Boss, that kind of surprised me, though. That kind of surprised me, Big Bomac, because they got security there. Big Bomac sitting there. I'm like, that's kind of surprising. You ain't moving. I can promise you ain't moving Bomac. And you ain't not moving that. You ain't not moving no motherfucking Bomac, boy. Hell to the no. Shout out to Polo Buck. Jumping out $2 super chat. He said, my girl say Turkey got lip fillers. Lip fillers? Yeah, what's that? Is that what Kim Kardashian had got? Is that what Kim Kardashian got? Lip fillers? When she made her lips, Kim Kardashian had entire, like Kim Kardashian, I blame Kim Kardashian for what's going on. This whole BBL epidemic, Kim Kardashian started that. When she the one came out and did that and popularized that, about 10, 15 years ago, everybody trying to, we got to go get the BBL. We got to go get the boob job. We got to get our lips done. It's like, damn, Kim Kardashian did all that, fam. I'm blaming her. Shout out to LRN.
Hey, okay.
Women are so influential. You know, it's amazing how she influenced so many of these women. You know what I mean? LRN blogs.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that on quarter of a dub. He said Canelo by KO 10th round. Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out. LRN blogs. We'll find out September 13th if your prediction is true. Shout out to Nebraska Raj.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2 super chat. He said Bub whoops him in a phone booth. Anyways, let's give everybody who gave a super chat the huggy bit.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man. And what you say, G5, he's saying they all look the same. Bro, like all of them do, bro. All of them do. But check it out, though. I'm going to tell you men something. You can't sit back and pick at the women and say all these women, I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but all these women got the BBLs and this and that. They're doing it because that's what the niggas want. That's what the men want. Now, he probably don't want it for a wife. He want them to have fun with. But it's the illusion. He want those type of women, you know, that but you notice a lot of those guys, I'm not talking about the athletes. The athletes chase that. They'll chase that. But I'm saying like a lot of the very wealthy men, they have regular average looking women. The women who have the morals, the women who have standards, the women who can keep a house, the women who gonna take care of the kids and you know, wife material. Those type of women, those BBL type women, those women online, they're not wife material. They the thoughts and the holes of society. They the thoughts and the holes of society. That's just any culture. The white women, the black women, the Hispanic, it doesn't matter, right? That's what they're looked upon as. Something to have fun with, toy with, enjoy yourself with, but nothing to take home to mama. Now, some of these dudes get married. Some of the dudes get these women, they wife them up. And then, they try to be a captain and save a hoe, fly through to say the day. And then when they see that they can't change the woman's ways, he goes, yeah, man, she doing this and doing that. Fam, she was doing this and doing that before you met her. What you thought? You was that special nigga that was going to change her? Oh, you was going to be the one captain and save a hoe that was going to fly through to say the day. What did you expect? Whew, anyways, drop these phone lines. Phone lines are open, 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. Y'all call the show, man. Tell me what you thought about the press conference.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Hey, man, shout out to LaJessica. LaJessica is in this BI. LaJessica is in this BI. Shout out to LaJessica. Shout out to Trey Hassan. Salute to you, fam.
Hey, okay.
Got a phone call coming in. Dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. Shout out to my brother Trey. He said you got my homies crying. He said Shiz and JQ subbing as we speak. Hey, Trey, we've been getting a lot of subscribers. We need 380 more subscribers, bro, and we'll be at 40,000. We're gonna be at 50,000 before the year over with. I've been stepping my content game up. Salute to you, fam. Caller, hold on 1 second. And shout out to LR9 vlogs.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say order green eyes. Hey, Bud Crawford meat lovers pizza. Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with green eyes having a meat lovers pizza because she's a female that's maybe attracted to a male. What we need to order is the men who needs a meat lovers pizza for Canelo, because these Cinnabons, the radical Canelo fans, these Cinnabons, they act like they want to suck Canelo down to the base, literally. So if a woman, and we need to order her a meat lovers pizza for Bud Crawford, at least she is the opposite sex. What do you have to say for the men who need to be ordered a meat lovers pizza? That's a whole nother ball game. Shout out to Rakim.
Hey, okay.
Jumping out to our super chat. He said Bud ain't scared. Canelo got to kill him in that ring. Yes, he will. He's going to have to. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Raymond from Illinois, coach.
Raymond from Illinois. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing you were saying, Coach, when I saw the pressers, and then I saw all these videos and these 6-hour-long clips and shit at a press conference. I'm like, man, this nigga crazy.
Hold on, go ahead.
I see Showbiz. He get to make it. He's like motherfucker. I'm like, bro, how you think niggas scared because of that nigga blink? You think niggas can't blink? Like, come on, man, that shit was ridiculous. Then I saw the little shit with Tone was told. Like, all this shit, I ain't gonna lie, it's entertaining though.
It is.
About.
That's all it is. It's just something to talk about.
But yeah, it's just a little shit to talk about.
Yeah.
But man, I was watching what was it? The shit with Shaq and Tom Brady and all them. They were talking about They were talking about Turki Alalshikh and how he invested into the sport. And all the other promoters, they ain't do shit but take from the sport. And they had plenty of chances, to help the sport.
Yep.
And people don't talk about that type of shit enough neither.
You know why? You know why? Because a lot of these dudes, they too busy meat riding these promotional companies. Again, as I said before, Raymond, the reason why Turki Alalshikh is here in boxing, the American promoters, the promoters in boxing, y'all open up the door for Turki Alalshikh. Had we not had this Cold War with wrong side of the street, I'm with the PBC, we don't need to fight nobody else. We got all the fighters over here and Top Rank doing their thing over there and Matchroom trying to work with everybody, but don't nobody want to work with them. Golden Girl Promotions, Golden Boy, they doing their thing. You open up the door for Turki Alalshikh. Now, you hearing Oscar talking about, yeah, man, I'm willing to work with PBC and Top Rank to make this happen because Dana White is not good for boxing. He don't know nothing. I'm like, well, Oscar, if you were so good for boxing, how come you didn't make it better?
Exactly. They were too bad. They were too busy bragging about ducking fighters and shit. Like, nigga, you bragging about keeping your fighter away from the best fighter. But I got one more question for you, Coach. How do you feel about Canelo's resume? Do you think he ever fought? I know he fought a ton of elite fighters, but have he ever fought a true elite fighter in their prime?
Well, elite fighter, I don't think he fought a ton of elite fighters. He fought Floyd was elite, and Floyd was old when he fought him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody he fought that was a big name.
Dimitri Bivol is an elite fighter.
Yeah, that's the elite fighter. I agree with that. He fought him in his prime. But I'm saying, like, who
Triple G, some people say Triple G an elite fighter, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Triple G resume I'm just saying, to me, his resume is trash. Like, who did he beat was elite?
It is. Well, then he fight into one weight class, and then it ain't nothing elite about it.
Yeah, it's not even the one weight class. Like Triple G, like, bro, he had like 17, 18 title defenses, but who he was fighting? There was no other elite guys there. He fought Daniel Jacobs, but Daniel Jacobs wasn't elite. He fought when I look at like you know what I hated about HBO? Cause they used to hype up these Eastern European fighters. They used to shit on the American fighters, the Black American fighters in particular, and they hyping these dudes up, and I'm like, dude, this dude ain't fighting nobody. So
that was just my only point, because I felt like Canelo is a great fighter. You can't take that from him. He did fight a lot of legends. But
he fought Sugar Shane and stuff, but Sugar Shane wasn't elite. Sugar Shane was old and all that shit. Yeah, so again, you can poke holes at both guys' resumes. I get it. The only difference is Canelo is a popular fighter. He's kind of like was one of the faces of boxing. So he's always going to get the benefit of the doubt. The media's going to love him. They're going to glaze him. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to worship him and this and that.
That's my call,
and that just rattles the situation. That's what they're going to do. But yeah, when motherfucker be talking to me about Triple G, I'm like, dude, you know what I mean? I ain't never been sold on that Triple G shit. I'm like, Triple G, I mean, who he be? I like the same argument you can make for Crawford. You can make that same argument against Triple G. They'll be the same dude that's saying Triple G was a hell of a fighter. I'm like, how? Where? Like, who he beat? I thought he beat Canelo in the first fight. Me personally, I think he clearly won that, but that just the nature of the beast, how it go down. But yeah, man, like, bro, it ain't a bunch of elite fighters walking and running around boxing, bro. That's my whole point. The argument you make for one guy, you can make for every fighter in boxing, whether they Mexican, whether they white, or whether they black. You can make an argument for every one of those fighters. Everywhere is one of those fighters. It ain't raining. It's not raining elite fighters. Elite fighters just don't be falling on trees. Look at different weight divisions. And listen, and some of these dudes that people were saying was elite, these are pro, they had the media push, the media hyping them up, and then the YouTube channels hyping them up. Like, niggas elite because they beat whole head cheese. He knocked out Pork Chop Willie. He got 20 million, he got 10 million subscribers on Instagram. As I said before, in today's time, you can be elite for doing nothing. He driving Lambos with suicide dogs. Like, come on, fam.
True.
I'm not finna argue with a nigga about that. I'm like, man, it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Rakim.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, no, I already read that. Yeah, I just sit back and, so anyways, back to what I was saying. The boxing promoters, you are the reason why Turki Alalshikh came in the game. Y'all fuck the Oscar De La Hoya, you, the PBC, some would even say Top Rank. A lot of you guys, y'all fucked the sport of boxing up so bad that you open up the door for Turki Alalshikh to come to the trap and take over the trap. He probably was sitting back watching the whole time. That y'all fucked it up. Y'all dropped the ball. A lot of people blame Floyd Mayweather for that. Y'all dropped the ball. Now Oscar want to complain about Turki Alalshikh. What you gonna do about it, Oscar? Snort coke, put on your fishnets, black pantyhose, thick legs, show through the holes, and your high heels and snort coke. You were so busy snorting coke, cross-dressing, wearing the pumps and wigs and stuff that you dropped the ball. That you dropped the ball. Al Heyman, the black man, took all your fighters from you and started the PBC. Yeah, shout out to Key, shout out to Lil Jessica, shout out to G5 from the Bronx. Y'all, listen, y'all was on this. Y'all was on this wrong side of the street stuff, playing racial politics, race politics, hating anything that looked like you and anything that didn't look like you. It's like putting out hit pieces. I told y'all I'm in this media shit now. These promoters was putting out hit pieces on certain fighters. Had the public fooled on YouTube. Had the boxing public fooled. The nigga you thought was a superstar, he was just an average fighter. But you thought he was a superstar because he had the promotional push and the media push from mainstream media outlets who pledged allegiance to certain promotional companies. Y'all thought all the PBC fighters were superstar fighters. Please. See, hold on. See, y'all thought all the PBC fighters were superstar fighters. Y'all thought the Golden Boy fighters were superstar fighters. The niggas weren't superstars. They were just regular average fighters. That's it. Carla, hold on. Y'all thought they was elite. They wasn't elite. They were just regular. They were just good fighters. They wasn't elite. Literally. They were just some good fighters. That's all. It ain't a bunch of elite fighters running around boxing. I've been telling y'all that for years. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Richie from Boca, Coach.
Richie, talk to me.
I just want to know, okay, if Canelo's elite and all this stuff like they say, it wouldn't be no need to alter the ring size. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no need for these things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it as he needs every advantage that he can get. You see what I'm saying? He know what he up against. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to do everything in his power, and it's crazy that they're allowing this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, boy, you know what? The ring size is the ring size. You don't get to tell us how big the ring need to be for you to fight. You know what I'm saying? But that would show me that he's automatically at a disadvantage before even the fight happens. He's at a disadvantage because he's asking for alterations to happen. You see what I'm saying, Coach?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. The ring size is going to be a regular ring size. That's not going to happen.
Oh, I thought they agreed to shorten the ring.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, man, come on, man, you can't even begin to say you elite if you complaining about the ring size, and I think that the media they trying to put it out there in the media that he's a better fighter than Crawford and shit like that to try to throw Crawford off. You know what I'm saying? I really want to know the odds to this fight. I want to know who's the underdog. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this would be a great time to put some money on Crawford. You know what I'm saying? While he's a serious underdog, because he gonna beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's not what they think he is. You know what I'm saying? Just real talk. He's not. You know, Crawford is one of them fighters that he's a no nonsense type guy. You know what I'm saying? He don't worry about his hair being done correctly and braided up properly, and he don't drive Lamborghini Aventadors and all that stuff. He go there to fight. You know what I'm saying? And I think this fight is gonna show us that Canelo's hype. You know what I'm saying? He's hype. He's not even, like you say, he's not even the best Mexican fighter ever. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He's not. They hype him up though. In this generation, we got social media, we got bloggers and stuff like that. It's easier for them to sway us viewers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's biased. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? These fighters had to get in there and prove themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I think Crawford lives on by the old law, and he's here to fight. He's not here to pump himself up, or you know what I'm saying. So I think this is the perfect time to go put some money on Crawford. You feel me? That's my call, Coach.
Absolute, fam. Yeah, I can't tell anybody who to put their money on. Bet who you want to bet on. I really don't care myself. If you think Canelo was hype, there's nothing wrong with that. If you think Terence Crawford is hype, there's nothing wrong with that. We're going to find out September the 13th. I'm going to tell you the same thing this time that I said last time when Crawford fought Spence. I said that July 29th is going to be the dispute. The July 29th is going to end all disputes. And that's it. That's just pretty much where I'm at with it. I don't have any emotional attachment to it. Neither way, I understand the fan bases, where they at. They don't draw their lines in the sand, how they feel, and that's fine. I have no issues with that. The fact of the matter is, we're going to find out September the 13th. That's the reality of the situation. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
So, what's happening, man? How are you?
I'm great.
All right, good. Listen, I saw that little push. You know, I don't mean shit. You know, I got people trying to talk boxing with me, acting like they've never seen a push before. You know, at a press conference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel that you know, Bud for sure has the skills to get the win. You know, and I don't want to hear about weight, reach, and height. For me, they're both great fighters.
Yeah.
For me, weight's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. It's gonna come to skill. You know, so. Again, yeah, none of that is gonna matter, man. On fight night, you know, for me, Canelo's chin may be the difference, and also Bud punch resistance. But you know, I know the winner of this fight will be the best in this era. You know, that's without a doubt. You know, the ring size also is not gonna matter. People acting like Bud is gonna run. I don't know where the fuck they get this from.
No, I think they're projecting. They're projecting because they never said that before about Bud in any other fight. They're projecting, and I think that's what it is. I agree with you. Canelo and Terence Crawford are both great fighters. So I don't have to tear down Bud to praise Canelo, and I don't have to tear down Canelo to praise Bud. Both of them are great fighters. I think both of them are great fighters for their era. 2 different weight classes and stuff like that. This fight is an anomaly. This fight is an anomaly fight. You know, you got a guy coming up 3 weight classes and stuff like that for the most part. And, you know, to fight a guy who's been campaigning at 168 since 2018 for 7 years. So this fight is an anomaly, and we're going to see what happens. That's all.
Yeah. Listen, you know, it seems on paper like it's a tough, you know, a tall mountain to climb for Bud, but I've seen this before, man. You know what I mean? It's just, brother, weight does not matter when you're great. I'm trying to convince people otherwise. I've seen this before many, many times. But again, listen, we're going to see both fighters what they're made of when the bell rings. That's my call.
See, this is the one thing I think people are missing. Shout out to my brother Rick Timms. Like I don't have to shit on Canelo to build Bud up, and I don't shit on Bud to build Canelo up. I don't get caught up in that because I like both fighters. But styles make fights. Weight will matter if depending on what type of style Bud chooses to fight and what type of style Canelo chooses to fight. If it's going to be, hey, Carla, hold on. I don't want you to move. I just want you just to stand there and let me punch you and lean on you and do this and do that, then weight's going to matter. You don't dictate. I've never seen in the history of boxing until a certain YouTube channel came out with something called the running rule and all that stuff there. I never seen the great fighters like Julio Cesar. I never heard Julio Cesar Chavez say, "Yo, man, I don't want to fight Mitchell Taylor because he moves, he's athletic. I don't want to fight Pernell Whitaker because he's athletic, even though athletic. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I've never ever in the history of boxing ever seen that since I've been watching boxing. Never heard of that. I never heard fan bases do that. But in this era, this right here, I'm like, if the nigga is who you say he is, if he's the greatest of all time, then this little skinny, dark-skinned dude from Omaha, Nebraska, who ain't got no business being in the ring with him, he should be able to cut that ring off and break him up easily. If he is who you say he is. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jerry from Baltimore.
Jerry, talk to me.
All you got to do is look at the modern day boxer and yesteryear's boxers. They didn't run like that. They just flat didn't run like that.
Who's running?
When you run, you're running. If you spend 40% of the fight out of position to land your own punches, you're running. Now, I don't see that in Bud Crawford. Never seen anything to suggest that Bud Crawford will do that. But I didn't see that in Jermell Charlo neither. I never seen anything in him that told me he will run against Canelo. I like the fact that Turki is recognizing the fans hate it, the promoters hate it. It's no good for boxing. You don't score points by being out of range. You score points by landing effective, clean punches. Look no further. And Coach, I know you know, because I've seen you show several times how Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, Salvador Sanchez, these guys, they're in the pocket, man. They're not out of position. I don't see that with Bud Crawford. And to be honest with you, I'm still undecided on who might win this fight, even with Bud Crawford moving up 2 weight divisions. But that last press conference has kind of got me leaning towards Canelo. And I'll tell you why. Bud Crawford, he's not much of a shit talker. But if anyone was talking shit in that press conference, it was him. And the way he pressed up on Canelo seems to me that he wants to get under Canelo's skin. And that's nothing new in boxing. Boxing, half of the battle is psychological. No better guy at it than the great Ali. But like Ray Leonard has admitted that Roberto Duran got under his skin, called him a fight that wasn't advantageous for him, and he got recorded his first loss because of that. That's psychological warfare. I don't blame Bud Crawford, not at all. But to me, I'm kind of leaning towards Canelo right now. But I could change my opinion, man. Bud is the motherfucker's a badass. I mean, nobody can take that away from him. I don't think the weight is going to be an issue as far as a strength thing. But I wonder if it might be an issue from a conditioning standpoint. Because Bud Crawford, while I think he can put on the weight, I wonder if he'll be able to have the speed and the conditioning that he might need, that he's had at, 47 and maybe 54, to fight Canelo if Canelo's pressing him, That takes a lot of energy, man, to fight a good fighter who's pressing you. And now you're 2 weight divisions above where you was. And regardless of what people think, I thought Bud Crawford beat Madrigal by a few points. But still, you could see that little bit of weight probably made a little difference, even though Madrigal only had 10 fights. He's fighting almost a 70-fight veteran with good power and still a very valid fighter. I know people believe in Bud. I believe in him. But I right now, I'm leaning towards Canelo a little.
All right, shout out to Jerry from Baltimore. Salute. Yeah, damn, Jerry said a whole lot. It's called selling the fight, Jerry. Basically, Canelo and Terence Crawford are selling the fight. I don't look nothing into that press conference yesterday because they selling the fight. They have a job to do. They're trying to get people excited for the fight. Nothing more, nothing less. Did you get what I'm saying? So that's pretty much all it is. That's what I got out of it. I saw Canelo smiling. I saw Bud smiling. They selling the fight. That's all they doing. Hold on. As a matter of fact, let's address this running shit. Call on though, because there's a whole lot of motherfuckers scared. A whole lot, and I see this. What the fuck is running? Are you talking about what William Skull did and Devin Haney did? And how does that apply to Terence Crawford? And as I said before, if your fighter is as great as you say he is, he should be able to cut that ring off and break this dude up and just like that. Sound like y'all ain't got no confidence in him. That's what it sound like. If the nigga is who you say he is, because I've never heard Julio Cesar Chavez say this. I've never heard, it's like, it's the biggest projection. If you're saying a fighter that's known to use a whole lot of lateral movement and not engage, if you're saying that about that fighter, that's fine. But on the flip side, what about the fighter's job who have to cut the ring off? If this motherfucker can't cut no ring off, if he can't cut no ring off, then that tells you something about his skills or lack thereof. The niggas from Omaha ain't gonna run. Sound like it's projecting. Some of y'all probably thought Floyd ran when he fought Canelo. And another thing too, Crawford ain't gonna be weighing no 168 pounds when he fight Canelo. He don't have to weigh 168. He can't weigh over 168, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna weigh no 168 pounds. Sure of that. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Slam, what's good with you, Mo?
Wrong boy, talk to
man. What's them people's, man? The people in the office talk about you talking about my booze, man. What's going on? So if you talking about my boo Liza or Twitter, and you talking about my boo Kemp, man. My boo things.
What boo things? What you talking about?
Liza.
Oh, Liza? Liza, yeah.
Liza, you know that's my boo.
Yeah, man.
You know, we go a house shop immediately after the 13th. You know what I'm saying? We go to San Diego, go pick me out, because you know I'm hitting a different tax bracket, messing with that killer from Omaha. He gonna boost me up in a new different, in a new tax bracket and shit. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be, Slim. You know what I'm saying? And you going in on my talk about my Calabasas boot camp and shit, but it's all good. She influenced the genre, it is what it is. But anyway, let's get back to this boxing shit, man. All right, that big-eyed Bama from Chicago, he do what he do, Slim. He just do what he do. Talking about some Bud going run, Bud look scared.
That's fine. Where
they get this from? Like, motherfuckers just make up shit for shock value, Mo. Like, come on with this. I mean, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. And I think I'm confident that Bud win this fight. If he don't win this fight, I feel that it'd be a controversial win on part of Cinnamon, because I just think it's going to be and I'm the opposite of what people think. I think it's going to be in Cinnamon's best interest not to come in big. I think Cinnamon should come in lighter, not big, because I don't think he have the speed is, but he's never been in nothing in the ring with Bud, and it can go both ways. We know Cinnamon got power, but he just gotta. I just don't think he's fast enough to catch Bud. So that's just how I'm leaning, and I mean all the Cinnamon fanboys, y'all finally y'all be able to get you some money. You got a negative, where we at? Negative 180 for Cinnamon. Oh, y'all should be living good now. Y'all finally get a fight where y'all can get y'all some money. Ain't no negative 700. Ain't no negative 800. Ain't no negative 1100.
Hold on. It's negative 180?
Yeah, negative 150 to 180. Negative 180 and Bud is a plus 58. Now, Vegas even telling you this is going to be an extremely close fight.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, according to what a lot of people are saying online, Bud Crawford is too small, 3 divisions. He gonna get broke up easy. I would have thought Canelo would have been favored by way more than negative 180.
No. You listen to the Bammers that don't know shit about boxing. You know what I'm saying? You listen to the Bammers. What I always tell you, the Bammers don't know what they be talking about.
I'm just saying, like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
that doesn't
you
make
listen
sense
to them. Let them tell it. Like I said, yeah, let them tell it, Bud too small, Bud this, Bud that. We been hearing Bud ain't this. Well, all I heard for the last damn near, where we at? 2025 to damn near a decade. I had a decade, literally a decade on point. That Bud ain't this and ain't that. And all this time, he really that. That's what I'm telling you. I bet on Bud, man. I've been consistent. That motherfucker from Omaha is a different beast. This ain't no shit. I ain't seen in person. He's different. And I've been consistent on this shit. He's a different, and my money is going on Bud.
Hey, you know what? This is the thing. This is the way I see it, Ron, boy. It's like people have a right to pick who they want to pick. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, fine.
And a lot of people are going down nationalistic lines. We are tribalistic. Yeah. We are tribalistic by nature. So I get that. No problem. I have no problem with none of that. But you messed me up with that. I would have thought that because you're listening to these niggas online,
hey, they don't
Bud don't stand a snowball chance in hell because he's just too small. He's in there with the great Canelo. So why does Vegas have Canelo a minus 180? I think that's too low. Well, don't you think?
I mean, let them tell it. It's too, because you listen to the motherfuckers that don't really know. Let them tell it. Bud too small, like you said, and Canelo's gonna stop him. That's basically all you hear is Bud. He got rocked by Gamboa. He got dropped by. But I mean, we know see, I don't even go with the got rocked.
Canelo got rocked by Miguel Cotto's brother as well. So I mean,
look, I don't fall for the I got rocked shit because I done seen the best fighters in the '80s get slumped, get knocked down, get come back and wrecked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fighters back then used to get punched. They used to get wobbly legged all the time. I don't know. All of a sudden, when the 20 teams hit, motherfuckers can't get wobbly legged no more.
You can't get hurt.
I you can't get hurt. You can't get touched. You can't slip. You can't do shit. Everything gotta be literally flawless. You gotta fight a fucking fight flawless. And I've never seen that until 2014, 20 teams came around. I ain't never seen. You know what I mean? Have you noticed that shit?
Hey, Rob, boy, we spoke about this.
The best of the best.
Hey, we spoke about this, bro. It's boxing. This how you know niggas ain't never had a fight. I said they never had no fight before. Man, he got rocked. Yeah, welcome to the fight game, party. Yeah.
I was like, that's all I saw in the 80s. Everybody got rocked. What the fuck is you talking about? I don't even pay attention to that. Oh, he got rocked. Okay, and what happened? What's the end game? What did the end game come out to be? Bud stopped him. Me and Machine, he got dropped by me. And what happened? Bud stopped him. The fuck is we talking about? So I'm like, I mean, this shit is crazy. But like I said, man, bet on Bud. I just think Bud is a different beast, and he shout out to that motherfucker from North Omaha about to put me in the top 7%. Fuck it. I'm out.
Salute, man. Ron boy always talk about some money. Ron boy always talk about money, boy. That's all Ron boy talk about. Again, I don't know who gonna win the fight. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to lean towards a Canelo because he's the bigger guy, accustomed to fighting in that weight class and stuff like that. And you're gonna see a lot of those questions answered in this interview that I did with Bud Crawford. I don't know exactly which day I'm going to drop it, but I'm going to drop it. It's going to be this week. So I asked him some good questions, and we're gonna do a follow-up interview. However, again, I'm just like me personally. I'm just enjoying this shit. This shit is This shit is funny as hell. Like, as a content creator, it gives you a lot to talk about. It gives you a lot to talk about. It increases engagement. This is a hot topic. This is what the people want to hear and want to talk about right now. And I love it. You get what I'm saying? Because it's going to increase the bottom line. However, I am surprised that those odds are so low. Because if you listen to what they're saying on social media, apparently Vegas is not paying attention to what these niggas saying on social media. That from the popular fighter, the guy that's a popular fighter in his fan base. Apparently they not going with that shit. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
LJ, right?
LJ,
Coach?
LJ, talk to me, fam.
Hey, Ron got a point. I like what he was saying. Tell Jerry, go back and look at Crawford last fight and what he came in weighing when he fought Magimov. He was big then.
Yeah.
They were surprised he was moving.
Hey, man, listen, LJ, right? Your phone disconnected, man. Call back, brother. His phone, I didn't even touch the phone. His phone disconnected. Yeah, Styles make fights. And again, I don't read into face-offs. I don't read none of that shit. Hell, Sugar Ray Leonard. I remember when Sugar Ray Leonard. Hell, Floyd Mayweather. I remember when Floyd Mayweather be in the middle of the ring. A lot of times he didn't even look at his opponent. He had his head down. Sugar Ray, same thing. All that shit there. All that ain't gonna mean nothing, bro. All that ain't gonna mean nothing. What's gonna mean something is the night of the fight, who come to show up, and Styles make fights. If Canelo cannot impose his will on Crawford, it's gonna be problems. And if Crawford cannot impose his will or control Canelo from a boxing standpoint, it's gonna be problems. We don't know. That's what makes it so interesting. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Coach, this is me, man. Hey,
All right,
I'm up here at work. Listen to your show, man. Hey, like I was saying, both of them have a point. But like Ron was saying, whoever got hit and was shook a little bit, it's how you finish. And Crawford showed that he's a finisher. So we in for an interesting fight. So I got mine on Crawford. I don't know who all got theirs on them, who they going for, but I got mine on Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean,
yeah,
and again,
I like y'all.
Go ahead, LJ. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, you good.
All right. Yeah, what I was saying.
No,
what I was saying was, if you like Canelo to beat Crawford, there's nothing wrong with that. If you like Crawford to beat Canelo, there's nothing wrong with that. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out September the 13th. Are you surprised that the odds are as low as they are based on what Ron Boyfriend said?
I was. When I looked at him, I was. I was very surprised. Being that Canelo's been in that weight class longer than Bubba.
Yeah.
And then that supposedly he's been fighting against bigger people.
And better competition.
Crawford told you, I've been fighting against bigger people all my career to get better work because I can't fight nobody in my weight class.
Mm.
He told you that. Everything this dude has said has came true. So why doubt him now?
Shout out to LJ, man. And this another thing too, right? Like, both of these dudes been boxing a long time, bro. Like, Canelo been boxing 20 years as a pro. And Crawford has been boxing for 17 years as a pro. Crawford is a couple of years older than Canelo. He'll be 38 after the fight, after the Canelo fight in September the 13th. I think a week after that or something of that sort, maybe 2 weeks, I don't know. Caller, hold on. So I'm just surprised if you listen to the Showbiz, the adults, and all of these I Love Canelo YouTube channels, if you listen to them, you would think that the odds should be Canelo should be a minus 700, minus 800 favorite. He has more experience. He's fought more elite fighters. And I just pointed out that I can't point too many elite fighters he fought. Outside of Floyd and maybe Bivol. He got some names on his resume, but Sugar Shane wasn't elite when he fought him. Laura, I don't think nobody looked at him as that elite. Good fighters, you know what I mean? There's not a bunch of elite fighters running around in any of these weight divisions. Some would say Triple G. I ain't never thought Triple G was no elite fighter. He ain't fought no goddamn body. He was a hard puncher. He beat the guys they put in front of him, but they like to pick and choose when they want to say a fighter is elite. You know, somebody, you know, when it's a fighter that they like, he elite, even though he ain't beat nobody. But then the fighter that they don't like, well, he ain't really fought nobody. But you just said Triple G was elite. And we look at the resume, he ain't got nobody on there really. No, well, she that different. I said, yeah, you're right. It is different. I get it.
True.
Yeah, I get it. It's funny how I point that out. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Coach Eddie from the ATL.
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
Man, I've been having so much fun with this topic right now, these press conferences, man. I just been going to people's live. I've been spamming chats, getting people upset.
Man, you finna get blocked, man.
Canelo,
you finna get blocked.
I don't care. I don't even care. I've been spamming. I've been trolling the account. I was over there. I hung out with the pro-black revolutionaries last night. You know, we talked about how we got to stay on code and all this stuff. I've been having a great time, man. I ain't been exposing Canelo's fraudulent resume because we already know this man ain't nothing but a fraud, nothing but a hype job. I know Canelo's resume like the back of my hand, man. The man got over 20 people on his resume that got losing records, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody he fought was either old, washed up, or small. And every time he did step up, he was real competitive or he lost, or arguably lost. So, man, they get put up in the cook this dude, man. Put up in the cookie, man. It is what it is, man. How dare Canelo bring up somebody's resume? You got the audacity to talk about somebody's resume. When your resume and them was you a Golden Boy, you a product of Golden Boy Promotions. And we know what Golden Boy is all about. They got the finest of the cherries. And they pick them when they old, they pick them when they ripe, they pick them when they shriveled up, getting ready to fall off the vine. And Canelo, I'm tell you what I don't like about Canelo. Canelo think he Leroy Brown. He think he bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole town. Man, that sucker ain't nothing, man. Man, I'm finna cook this dude, man.
Hey, but hold on, Bud is older now. So Bud is older now, so he could be the old guy that's washed up in this fight now.
Nah, Coach. Nah, you got it wrong, Coach. I got total 100%.
I'm not saying that. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm just throwing it out there. That ain't what I'm saying.
Yeah, you right. You right. And like, another thing, now if Canelo is getting down on Terence Crawford resume, why are you fighting? Why you ain't fighting David then? So basically, in your mind, you saying Terence Crawford ain't nobody, which proves my point. You used to always think that you got to fight somebody at a disadvantage, when you could have easily fought David Benavidez, but you too much of a power to do that. But that's right. This right here is going to show that Terence Crawford is levels above you. It's going to be another schooling. You're going to go back to school, in your later career. This is going to be like a flashback of what Mayweather did to you, but probably even worse. Because at the end of the day, hey, man, Blood's going to represent. Blood's going to put down for the culture. Did you see Bill Haney turn up on them folks at the press?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw Bill. Bill was there. Yeah, I saw that. I saw what Bill said, yeah.
Bill went off and said Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. That's what Bill said. He said he didn't say Dale was the best fighter. He said Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world, and he said he gonna whoop up on Canelo Alvarez.
Hey, you know what?
Bill had everything.
This fight is happening. This fight is happening because of Bill Haney.
Yup. Bill Haney was over there hyping it up. Everybody was cussing at Bill. They were cussing Bill out. They were mad at Bill. Yeah, man, but that's my call, man. Like I said, Canelo, it is what it is. Now it's time. I get to see you lose one more time, man. That's gonna give me such satisfaction, man, to see Bud going and just put that Omaha, Nebraska on you, man. Put them corn huskers on you, man, and go ahead and lump you up, and see you on about your way, because it is what it is. That's my call, Coach.
Salute, fam. Coach Ed in the building. Yeah, this fight is happening because of Bill Haney. Facts. 150,000% facts. The reason why we're having this show today about Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford, the reason why we have seen press conferences about Saul Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, the reason why we are seeing these press runs that Terence Crawford and Canelo was going on to promote their upcoming fight is because of Bill Haney. Bill Haney. Shout out to Chastity T. She say Bill made this fight happen. How? It's very simple. Bill Haney was the one that convinced Terence Crawford to fight Canelo. Canelo wasn't thinking about Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford wasn't thinking about Canelo. It was Bill Haney at Top Rank Gym, I think it was Top Rank Gym, that convinced Bud, look, your fight is Canelo. Since Errol Spence was supposed to fight, remember, Errol Spence was supposed to fight who? If he beat Bud, guess who Errol Spence was supposed to fight next? Canelo. I got the receipts. You know, if I say something, I got the receipts. Caller, hold on. The interview dropping soon. You know, if I say something, I got the receipts. When Errol Spence, you guys remember, they had three fights deal, and Errol Spence was supposed to have been the one that fought Canelo. We got a whole bunch of videos. Dex say BS. Bill make you believe that, coach? Dex 2024. Sir, you are so wrong and speaking out of ignorance. You say BS. Bill made you believe that. Terence Crawford interview dropping soon. You even you don't show your face. I want to see that look on your face. I want to see that look on your face. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, man, what's going on? My name is Freddie, calling from East Oakland, California, man. Man, you know, this could be a good fight, man. You know, I'm pulling for my people, you know, Crawford, but Canelo, bad dude, though. But, you know, he gotta be on point. Crawford, he gotta be on point, though. Like, for the whole fight, he can make no mistakes, you know, because if Canelo catches him with a good shot, I don't know how Crawford's going to handle it. You feel me? But I'm pulling for Crawford, though, for sure. That's what I'm pulling for. But, you know, man, it is what it is, man. We're going to see what time it is, so.
All right, shout out to Freddie, man. Deep East Oakland, man. Salute to you, brother. Thank you for calling, sir. Shout out to Freddie, man. Like Bill Haney. Literally. So, you know, and you know, so I mean, you know, there's videos out there where Crawford was interviewed. Matter of fact, that was on Club Shay Shay. Dex 2024. What you need to do is, and I listen, I understand that you're, you know, that you're fanning out right now and you're trolling. I get it. I understand. However, what you need to do is do some research. I understand you're a Cinnabon. I know you're a Cinnabon. I get it. You know, I know you're a Cinnabon, but you just, you know, before you speak, just make sure you know what you're talking about before you speak, because you make yourself look like a fool. True. Let's see. Shout out to Jamie Vasquez.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter, but Dub, what to say, fam? He say it can go both ways, coach. If your fighter is who they say he is, then a smaller ring shouldn't be a problem. Facts. Not saying you, coach, but the Bud Buddies. Yeah, facts. If it's a smaller ring, it should be a problem. And if your fighter is who they say he is, then fighting in a regulation ring should not be a problem. It go both ways. But I say this, I've never heard any fighter, especially Saul Canelo. I ain't never heard Saul Canelo Alvarez say this about any fighter, about we need to get a smaller ring. Never throughout his career. Why say it now against this fighter? You didn't say it against Jamel Charlo. You didn't say it against Edgar Berlanga. You didn't say it against William Skull. But why this fighter? That's the question. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of projecting. It's a lot of projecting that I see going on. It is what it is. So yeah, man. Shout out to Jamie.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I'm trying, you know, let me see. Let me find out which day I'm gonna drop this interview. I don't know which day I'm gonna drop the interview. Let me see. I'm dropping it this week. For sure. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Willis.
Willis, where you calling from?
And I'm calling from California.
From Cali, talk to me.
I'm sorry?
From Cali. Willis from Cali, talk to me.
Oh, yeah. And I just wanted to come in and make a comment on anybody that thinks that Bud's not going to go in here and cook this dude. You don't understand boxing, because Canelo at this stage of his career is making way too many mistakes, and Bud is too cerebral a fighter to go in there and slip against this guy. And that press conference showed me everything I needed to know. Bud is in this man's head, and he is scared.
Yeah, I don't think he cares what the ring size is or whatever. The ring size is going to be a regulation ring. I can damn near promise you that. The same ring that Canelo used to fight in for years, Crawford used to fight in for years. It's gonna be a regulation ring, 20 by 20. 20 by 20 is sufficient enough. You know what I mean? That's it. So it's gonna be a regular ring. It ain't gonna be all that other shit, whatever. That's what it's gonna be. Two great fighters gonna fight each other, and we're gonna find out. May the best man win. We're gonna see what's up.
No doubt. I actually predict somewhere between 7 and 9, Bud gonna catch him with a body shot, and I think that's what's gonna end it for him.
All right, salute, fam. Hey, shout out to Willis, man. Cali, salute, fam. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go down or whatever the case may be. I know who I'm picking. I know who I'm riding with. That's it. I don't know how he gonna do it. I'm gonna just ride with him. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach Maceo from Jersey.
Maceo, Jersey. Talk to me, brother.
Coach, I like the whole narrative of bringing up the old school Mexican versus black fighter, and the Mexicans rolling with the Mexican fighter and the black rolling with the black fighter. This is different. This fight's completely different. I can tell you straight up, man. There's going to be a lot of Mexican pulling for Bud from Nebraska on this one.
Oh, yeah, from Nebraska, absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of Mexicans in Nebraska.
I want a lot of listeners to know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody that's in Nebraska. I know you've been to Omaha. You already know.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You already know that they're out there. You already know Bud is a supporter, been at the parades, and all of Nebraska races Bud. This one's different. This one's really nice and unique, and the anticipation coming up to this fight is going to be beautiful. This is just a little bit different, though, because Bud from Nebraska, he's going to get support from both sides. You know, I just wanted to share that and keep doing what you're doing. Big up to you, brother.
Shout out to Maceo, New Jersey, stand up. Salute, brother. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. Bro, how in the hell did, and I just want to pivot a little bit. If you would have told me 2 years ago that Terence Bud Crawford, that Canelo Alvarez will be fighting Terence Bud Crawford in 2025 and not David Benavidez, I would have laughed your ass out of the goddamn, out of the city, out of the state. Like literally, this fight happened on a whim because one guy was calling out Canelo. Now I want to fight him. No, I ain't fighting nobody else but him. And the guy who's putting up all the money in boxing, Turki Alalshikh, his favorite fighter is the boy from North Omaha, Terence Bud Crawford. The one who ain't fought nobody, the one who overrated, the one who's a runner, the one who is too dark skinned, the one who, you get what I'm saying? That guy. That's his favorite fighter. And because of Bill Haney planting a seed in Bud's head and reiterating that to him, he decides to say, you know what? You might have a point. And then talk to the guy who put the money up. And this guy say, okay, this is what I'm gonna pay you. Let me find out would he go for this. And he went for it. Both guys making a whole lot of goddamn money. The kind of money they making for this fight, boy, is crazy. Bro, like, Lord have mercy. That I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. They paying these fighters too much money. Carla, hold on. I ain't hating, but they paying these niggas too much money, man. Shout out to Miss Cuddy.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Shout out to what you say, man. You say greatest topic as always, coach. Love, boy. Yeah, hey, shout out to Miss Cuddy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like literally. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
What's up, coach? This is Marcos Gutierrez from LA.
Marcos from LA, talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yeah, man, I think people are tripping. People are tripping. I think they're not really taking into consideration how many weight classes that Crawford's going up.
Yeah.
And I feel like people have amnesia when it comes to that Madrimov fight when Crawford didn't look too good. So, yeah, I get the whole point. Bud Crawford's different. He's a great fighter, pound for pound. He's beat some great names. But in my opinion, I don't think anybody's getting in Canelo's head. He looks more confident than ever. I don't know if you saw that interview where he's kind of laughing. He's like, I never thought about Crawford ever fighting Crawford. And honestly, I never even considered it either because it was such a weight gap.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's crazy that now it's become like such a big topic. I think they're starting to fight great. But I honestly think we're hyping the and I get that whole thing. I want to address that thing about making the ring smaller. He's saying that because he's trying to get into Crawford's head. He wants him to exchange. Because the answer to beating Canelo is to play that boxing game, in and out, and he wants to exchange that.
Yeah.
So he wants to piss Crawford off a little bit, get in his head. He's playing his mind games too. So that's where I'm at with it. I don't know what you think about that, coach.
No, I agree with you totally. Like if you're Canelo, you want the fighter that you're fighting to fight you in a style that's more advantageous to your strengths. And if you're Crawford, you want to fight a style that's advantageous to his strengths. So if you're Canelo, you want to see him, come in the ring, stand there and just trade punches, just stand there like Jaime Munguia did and let me do what I normally want to do. I don't want you doing what Floyd Mayweather did. Don't fight me like Floyd Mayweather did. Don't fight me like that. I need you to fight me, just stand. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. But as it relates to, I just think both of those guys are selling the fight. To be honest with you, Marcos, they selling the fight. It is what it is. But there's some validity to what you're saying. I agree with that.
Oh, sounds good, Coach. I appreciate the call, man. It's gonna be. I feel like we should not get too hyped because it might be one of those fights that there's so much hype behind it, and it ends up being a boring fight or something like that. But we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it, and it's gonna be a show. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Salute, fam. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. You know what? You know what I was thinking when I was in Vegas, right? When I was in Vegas, I'm looking at, because I'm at the MGM Grand, and no, my bad. The Mandalay Bay, not the MGM Grand, the Mandalay Bay. And the room I was in was right across the street. Like when I look out my window, you can see the Raiders football stadium. And I was like, damn, dog, this shit right here. This shit right here is gonna be this way it's going down in what, 3 months? Carla, what's your name? We call it from?
What's up, Coach? This is Mitchell from Chicago.
Mitchell from the Shire. Talk to me, brother.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. I can hear you good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree with some points on as far as what you said about running. Like I said earlier before, if Canelo was concerned about running, I mean, he had every opportunity to fight David Benavidez. If he's the face of boxing, if he wants to fight a come forward knockout puncher, by all means, he can have did that, but he chose not to. And I think Crawford, I don't know why people saying that about him. I mean, his whole career, he has to fight the odds. I can't remember a fight Terence Crawford that was not entertaining. Like, he gives the fans what they want. He doesn't run. I mean, he makes y'all regret what y'all say, and he just moves on to the next. But that's all I got to say. Shout out to the show.
Hey, man, shout out to Chi-Town. Mitchell, stand up, brother. I'm hearing, I don't know how true this is, but I'm hearing Benavidez might be going to cruiserweight to fight Zerto. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's what I'm hearing, but it's kind of messed up for Benavidez, but it is what it is. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, it's Blaze P from Seattle, Northwest.
Okay, repeat your name again, brother. You sound muffled.
Blaze
P
for P.
Blaze P for P. Talk to me.
All right, for sure. I just wanted to holler in and be like, yeah, man, shout out to Netflix. Shout out to their executives just over there with the WWE and the UFC and Dana White, you know. Shout out to all them guys that we're 2.5 months leading to a fight and they already going viral.
Yeah.
You know, and my thing is like, you know, it ain't scripted in the sense of specific things, but they turn the heat up. Because my thing, what I noticed is if you notice, they had them interviews, like the interview on top of the in New York with Brady and Shaq. They had those interviews before the Skull fight, right? Pierce Morgan before the Skull fight, they was already see-through in it. They was already setting it up. So they were civils in, the contracts been signed, they done turned up, right? When they were supposed to.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's definitely mind games. The beautiful thing about it is, like I said, I'm a Bud Crawford fan. And it's like, I'm a Bud Crawford fan in the sense that I went back and literally watched all of his fights through and through, right? And so one thing about Bud is just his DNA when it comes to like old school fighter, he's just built different, his mentality. His mentality in the ring. His entire career, he ain't never had a split decision. It's either stoppage or unanimous decision. You know? Yeah, Madrimov was a challenging fight for him. Rightfully so. It was a title fight with a very good, you know, with a very good opponent. Right? They did a lot of movement. They try to say he's going to run. Madrimov did a lot of movement, you know, a lot of upper body movement.
He did a lot of feints. He did a lot of feints because Madrimov, he doesn't have a long, extensive pro record, but like Lomachenko, he has an extensive international boxing record.
The amateur.
Right. So
the amateur record.
I noticed when it comes to Lomachenko, they say something totally different. They talk about how great he is and all that stuff there, and I get that. But they add in his amateur record and, you know, the Olympics and stuff like that. But when it came to Madrimov, they didn't do that.
It's legit. It's legit with Madrimov, though. That's why he got to a title that fast. That's why he's a very good opponent. He even held his own against, you know, Ortiz, you know, whatever, you know, he went out, he fought. You feel me? So nonetheless, it's like, hey, man, Bud's coming up to 168. Bud been waiting at 154. Spence had him on ice. He got to 154. Then he fought Madrimov, but even before Madrimov, he was wanting Canelo. So he went up to 154. He fought Madrimov, still yelling Canelo the whole time. Then he been off for a whole year. He's been walking around at 188, 186. One thing about it, Bud is going to make his real shot at beating that boy. And it ain't going to be no running. It's going to be some counter. It's going to make you pay. Right? He gonna put it all together. Like, that's where it'd be like the biggest thing that people be arguing against. And my whole thing is that Bud will win, they're going to blame it on Snack. But that's what it's going to look like when he comes into the ring, because he's still calibrating his body to come to 168 and rehydrate to 180 when he get in that ring. And just all he got to do is be faster than Canelo. He got to bring power up there. Charlo didn't bring no power up here. That's the problem, man. You can't compare Charlo to Bud because he ain't Bud. And I would just end like this. Bud been stopping people from 130, 135, 140, 147. I'm talking about rocking people. Like, he got that Nebraska Cornhusker strength. And we don't know what his strength is like when he packs on more pounds, because it done went all the way up, except with Madrimov, where he, you know, played more reserved and boxed him because dude gave him a different look that wasn't on tape.
All right, well, listen, man, salute to you, brother, man. Hey, thank you so much for calling the show, man. Peace, fam. Shout out to Blaze, pound for pound, man. Seattle, stand up. You know, for me, like that's what makes this intriguing. Right now, we got a lot of dialogue going on about this fight. Everybody draw their lines in the sand, and there's nothing wrong with that. Me personally, really don't give a damn either way. Both of these guys are going to get at it. Both of these guys are great fighters. I'm a fan of, you know, Terence Bud Crawford, definitely, and I'm a fan of Saul Canelo Alvarez. I like both fighters myself. You know what I mean? I don't have to hate Crawford to like Canelo and vice versa. You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? When both of these niggas get paid, I ain't getting none of the money. Neither is you. Might make somebody gambling on it though. I'll call it. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Raymond from Illinois, coach.
Raymond from Illinois 2 times. You sound low, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was calling back to ask you one question, coach.
Go ahead.
Do you think that the fighters get overpaid too much, or is it the reason that they pay them too much is because of all the piracy, basically? Because I remember when Turki Alalshikh first stepped in the game, he said that when he was talking to the some people that it was over 20 million streams stolen on the Wild and Fury fight, and he was saying he was trying to stop the piracy or something. So do you think that's because the reason he paying that much, or is he just trying to take over boxing the best fighter?
I'm gonna be honest with you, fam, because he losing money. They losing money hand over fist, but they have so much money. I just think that he's just trying to take it over. He's trying to muscle it.
Right.
I think he's trying to muscle it. He's coming to the trap, taking over the trap. He made all of listen. Turki Alalshikh made all of the promoters bow down and work together on his cards. Look, PBC, I'm gonna take fighters from your card and put them on my card. I'm gonna pay you this. Top rank, Golden Boy, Matchroom, and that's what. Hey Raymond, that's what tripped me out about Oscar De La Hoya. Now he's trying to shit on Turki Alalshikh, talk bad about him, but dude, you literally worked with the guy and you had your fighters fighting on his cards. So,
exactly.
Oscar,
that's kind of two-faced.
Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya is very two-faced, and Oscar De La Hoya is such a bitch. You know what I mean? He too big to snorting coke and wearing pantyhose and high heels. You know what I mean? And cross-dressing and going both ways. You know, pitching and catching. That he can't see the forest for the trees. He got so much money. He's he's high on coke, but yet and still like you work with this guy, and you haven't done anything, Oscar, and you still crying and bitching. He's still crying and bitching that Canelo ain't over there with him anymore. Nigga, let it go.
And that's the bad part about it, man, because you used to be a fighter, man. Why would you not try to come and help the sport? You already got enough money.
Yeah,
you can still make money and help the sport at the same time, but like niggas just get a kick out of, ducking and fucking the sport up. But that's my song, coach.
Salute, fam. Yeah, that's what, listen. That's what get me. That's what. Hey, shout out to Mr. G4L. Salute to you, brother. That's what get me by Oscar De La Hoya. Dude, you literally did not do anything to help the sport. The reason why Turki Alalshikh is able to come in the game the way he is was because of the infighting going on with the promotional companies. Top Rank, PBC, Golden Boy, Matchroom over there in the UK or whatever. That you are the sole reason why Turki Alalshikh is in the game right now. But back to Raymond, I just think he's trying to lock down the market. Hold on, what did somebody say? Somebody said I'm getting paid. He said you're getting paid. You did an interview with Bud. That's bringing us here to watch. Who is us, sir? Who is us? For one, what your name is? Ron? Yeah, this sound like She Block. Let me see. Yeah, so this is a troll. This is a bot right here. I want y'all to see this here. Know these guys very well. I know these guys very, very well. I want to show y'all something. And I'm not getting paid, but if I was getting paid, what are you going to do about it? Mr. Ron? Y'all see this? This is a bot account. Or one of these whole niggas who watch us trying to, you know what I mean? Trying to disturb the flow. If I was getting paid, I'll tell you. I mean, am I making money? Of course. Of course I'm making money. But I don't get paid to do these interviews. I spend my own money. Sound like you jealous though. Sound like you jealous. Because you over here watching me. Whoever you is, whatever bot you may be, whoever created this bot account. But yeah, so this fight is very, very again, I don't know. You don't know what you don't know until you see it. Saul Canelo Alvarez has been fighting at 168 since 2018. 7 years now. And I want to piggyback on something and say something. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. I got niggas right now, probably one of them whole ass niggas that's in the chat. That's big mad. So if Mike Coppinger gets an interview with Terence Crawford, y'all ain't got nothing to say. If Marcos Vegas from Fight Hub TV get an interview with Terence Crawford, y'all ain't got nothing to say. If Stephen A. Smith, The Breakfast Club, ESPN get an interview with Terence Crawford, y'all ain't got nothing to say. The little nigga from West Temple, Florida, get an interview with Terence Crawford. Oh, nigga, you getting paid. True. When Showbiz interviewed Devin Haney on DAZN and Shakur Stevenson on DAZN, you ain't got nothing to say. Like the hate is just too much. So it's okay when everybody else get in interview. Shaq interviewed Terence Crawford and Canelo. You ain't over there with Shaq talking something. Yeah, Shaq, you getting paid. You getting paid, and you using that to bring us over here. You can't make this shit up. That sounds like some shit she blocked. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. You get what I'm saying? Hey, that's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Why y'all hating on the little nigga from West Temple? Why? You ain't spending these $2,000 to go to Vegas. You ain't spending $1,700 to go to Norfolk, Virginia. You ain't spending $1,800 to go to LA. To interview Buddy McGirt. To interview Joe Goosen. To interview Steve Kim in Vegas. To interview Timothy Bradley. To interview Bam, hold on. To interview Oscar Valdez and Abdullah Mason and Tommy Brooks and all these other people I don't interview. You can't make this shit up. Call what's your name? You call it from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me. 2 times.
Let me say one thing real quick, Coach. Yes, sir. 2 times. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I've been hearing for over 40 years that weight classes exist for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
I have people trying to convince me that Canelo doesn't have a chance, winning this fight because of Bud's skill. I have Canelo's Alvarez fans telling me he's knocking out Bud quick because of size.
Yeah.
And I always ask, these guys are both great fighters, right? Like, I say to them, you never know what's going to happen under the bright light on fight night. When I hear people talk like that, Coach, I always go back to the Barkley versus Duran fight. Duran has no business in the ring with that man, okay? Barkley's in his prime.
He had no business
you
in the
can't
ring.
forget that.
Yeah.
Duran did not win because he's Roberto Duran. Nah, man. Duran won because he outfought Barkley that night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, we all go back and forth, and you like who you like, but we don't know. We're all speculating. Let the best man win, bro. Who gives a shit who wins? Like you say, we don't get none of the money.
Don't get none of the money at all.
Again, yeah, man. But when I always tell the people, size does matter, yeah, sure. But when you're great, it really doesn't, man. You know what I mean? These guys seem, like they're similar size. Bro, when that bell rings, all that shit that we're talking here and whatever don't mean shit. That's my call, Coach. Respect once again.
Salute, fam. Size means something depending on the style of fight. See, you always gotta factor in. Shout out to my brother Ali. Shout out to the brother Ali. You always gotta factor in like what style is gonna be fought. Like when he brought up Roberto Duran and Iran Barkley, bro, like I don't, bro. I don't think y'all, bro, ain't no way in the hell, bro. Carla, hold on. when you sit back and look at that fight, there's no way in the hell that Iran Barkley should have won. I mean that Iran Barkley should have lost to Roberto Duran. Just people, I remember people was telling, like, man, you started at 135. You can't go all the way up to that weight to fight this dude. Roberto Duran, like, man, I'm gonna fight him. He fought a hell of a fight that night. Now, if Iran Barkley would have fought Roberto Duran again 2-3 months later, he probably would have stomped him out. But that night, Roberto Duran fought a hell of a fight. And he got cracked in that fight, too. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, this is Freddie again, calling from up in California.
Salute, fam.
Hey, you know what, though? Yeah, I forgot to mention, man. You know, I was looking at something, right? And Raul Marquez was like, he was saying, like, Bud, he was sparring like bigger fighters up in the gym, and he was doing well with them. And, you know, that's what Raul Marquez was saying. So he was like, Canelo needs to be careful. So, you know, man, it's going to be a good fight, though, man. I can't wait, though. I'm juiced about it. You know, I used to fight, you know. I used to spar with Andre Ward back in the day. But,
Andre Ward?
Back in the day.
Oh. How was that? How was those sparring sessions?
Oh man, it was good, man. I remember one time we was going at it, right? You know, I threw a 1-2. He must have stepped to the side so fast, so man, and he got tech reflexes. You feel me? Like by the time I threw the 1-2, he already on the side of me. You know what I mean? Tech two in my face. You know, I'm like, okay, Dre, I see you, boy. You know, yeah, but yeah, Dre was a good fighter though. But man, I'm pulling for Crawford though, man. But I can't wait though. It's about to go down. I'm excited, man. I really am.
Yeah, salute, fam. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Hey, thank you. Hey, shout out to Freddie, man. Salute, fam. Yeah, yeah, you get what I'm saying? And you know, there's no rehydration clause in this fight. You can come in this fight as big as you want to come in this fight. Just as long as you weigh. As long as you don't weigh more than 168, you're fine. Then you can rehydrate to whatever you want to rehydrate to. There's no rehydration clause, there's none of that. And there's strict drug testing. And I think that's good. Shout out to Luke.
Hey, okay.
Drop that quarter of a dub. He said, "Yo, coach, Canelo is a bitch. Have a nice day." Why you say Canelo a bitch?
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kind of hold on. You know what I like about this? Oscar De La Hoya was hating on Dana White, but I kind of like the fact that Dana White. I like what I saw yesterday with the skirmish on stage with Dana White talking and stuff like that. And then Max Kellerman. Bro, we got Max Kellerman back. Fam, I forgot all about that. We have Max Kellerman calling the fight. And there's somebody else that may be calling the fight next to Max Kellerman. It might be 3 people. Hey, Miss Black Panther, we have Max Kellerman. I like Max Kellerman. I like him as an announcer. His boxing knowledge. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm talking about, man. I mean, just that alone. We missed that. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
Tony Montana.
Tony Montana, talk to me.
Oh man, what's up with it? Coach calling live up out of Vegas, man. Man, these folks better quit sleeping on that boy from Omaha, Nebraska, man. Man, that boy with the business, coach. Man, he finna punish this Canelo guy, man. That's just me calling out of Vegas, man. Much love, respect to the chat.
Salute, fam. Shout out to Tony Montana. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about, I don't know about, Bud gonna punish me this and that. I really don't know. You get what I'm saying? So the thing is, we don't know what we don't know until we know it. We'll find out, find out September. I will read the super chat. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, coach, it's me again, calling back 2 times.
Jared, 2 times. Talk to me.
I just want to clarify a little bit, man, because, hey, I've been drinking a little bit today. I might be flaming a little bit in the chat, but I want to clarify. I can't think of another fighter in boxing that could be as inactive as Bud Crawford, move up 2 weight divisions to fight a fighter of Canelo's caliber that I would give any chance to. I'm here telling you straight up, I don't know who's going to win this fight. I don't.
Yeah, none of us do. None of us
yeah,
do.
we don't know. Yeah. That's why they fight, man. So I don't want people to think I'm shitting on, but I don't know how you could be a fan of boxing and not be a fan of Bud Crawford. The guy ain't asking nobody to give it to him. Is it a big payday for him? Do I believe that's his main motivation? I do, but I don't fault him for that. That's what fighters fight for. Yeah. Canelo included. You heard what he said. He wanted to fight Bud Crawford or David Benavidez. He wants a lot of money. They fight for the money. Bud's at a point where if you're a Bud Crawford fan, you should be happy for him, win or lose, because he's going to make a lot of money. And if he represents himself well, he can maybe make twice as much money in a rematch. So I don't know.
You know what, Jared? There's no rematch clause.
No, but they still might have one if it's a close fight. You know what I'm saying? Especially if a lot of people watch it. And being on Amazon, that's a blessing too, right there, because we don't have to really pay for it other than the Amazon.
No. They're on Netflix.
Or Netflix, rather. Yeah, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't got to pay $80 to $100 for it, which they could have did in this fight. So that's a good thing. But yeah, man, I can't think of any other fighter I would give a chance to moving up. But what I'm saying is people are ignoring the physics of the matchup. The physics say it's stacked against Bud Crawford.
Let me ask you this. Piggybacking off what you just said, the physics of the fight, the stacked against Bud Crawford. Can you explain why Canelo was only favored by minus 180? Factoring in all of that, what you just said.
Well, it's because of his last fight primarily. Because if you remember, when Bud fought Madrimov, that Madrimov only had 10 or 11 fights.
Did you know what his international record was? Because Lomachenko ain't have that many fights, and he was fighting, he was fighting for a title. What, in the second fight or something like that?
Yeah. Lomachenko, along with Leon Spinks, are two of the rarest of exceptions in boxing. Loma had 400 amateur fights and was almost 25. He was a high-level pro. And Bob Arum knew that, and he took him right to the big fights right away. We never see that in boxing. Spinks fought Ali, and I think in his seventh pro
fight. I understand that. But what I'm saying, I say all that to say this, Madrimov had a lot of amateur experience as well. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of people, that about Lomachenko.
He didn't have 400 amateur fights, and he hadn't beat nobody in the pros. And to me,
so you're saying it's different. So you saying it's not the equivalent?
I'm saying that, it was different. You can't compare the two in my mind. And what backs that up more is Madrimov fought Ortiz, and the next fight got beat even worse. So I'm not saying Madrimov is garbage. What I'm saying is Bud Crawford's only had one fight at 54, and it was the most competitive fight we've seen him in. He looked a little slower, didn't look nearly as dominant. Now he's going to move up 2 weight classes.
Could it be the style of the fight? Because as you know, styles make fights. Could it be the style of the fight?
Yeah, it could be. And if we say that's what it is, Canelo's style is much better than Madrimov's. Canelo's got way more experience, more power. He's just a way better fighter than Madrimov has proven himself to be, and he's way more experienced. So
did he show that experience against William Skull?
Well, this is why the odds are closer. In his last fight, he fought a runner. He didn't take any chances to get to him. And so when Bud fought Madrimov, most people were leaning towards Canelo. They were saying, he's maxed out at 54, Bud Crawford. This kind of proves it. He fought a 10-fight guy, and he had some struggles. How's he going to be the guy? And this is what I'm saying when it talks about the physics. Now, they only play in so much. That doesn't determine who's going to win, because like you say, and I know too, what happens on the night? The Barkley-Duran fight is a good example of that. Duran probably had no little business being in there up against a big Barkley, and it was a hell of a fight. And it was back and forth, but Duran got him in the end. So it it's not a catch-all, right? But I'm saying the basic physics of the fight favor Canelo almost on every avenue.
I agree. No, I agree with that. I would agree with that totally. So back to what I was saying, and I'm gonna let you go because I don't want to elaborate on it. Back to what I was saying. Everything favors Canelo. Why is he only favored by 180? against a guy who's too small, ain't got no business being in the ring with him. He haven't fought anybody. He's overrated. You know, he has a shitty resume, and despite all of that, he's only favored by 180 against this guy. Why is that?
Yeah, it's a perception thing. Just like when Bud fought Madrimov, those odds favored Canelo heavily. Now they've gotten a little bit more even because of the last fight. Oh, what a difference one fight makes, whether it's Bud or Canelo. So that's why they fight. That's what we discussed. And that's why the odds have gotten a lot closer.
All right, shout out to Jerry. Salute. Yeah, hey, shout out to JC. JC said music time. Hey, JC, you ain't heard. Hey, JC, you ain't heard. I ain't played this in a long time ever. You are talking way too damn long, homeboy. Won't you land your plane? You are filibustering the whole time. Yeah, man. When you hear the music real loud now, if I hit that, I ain't played the Jeopardy in a while. But you know, so I've been kind of like laying off the Jeopardy. But if it get too crazy now, and we know we might have to do the remix. You get what I'm saying? Hey, 504. If it get too crazy, fam, you know, cause hey, you know what, dog? I gotta start playing. I like. Hey, I listen. I do miss the Jeopardy though. The Jeopardy was, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but I used to watch that show every day, dog. That's the one that had Pat Sajak and Vanna White, right? Man, I used to love Jeopardy, dog. Hey, shout out to Raymond. Hey, Willie. I used to love doggone Jeopardy, boy. Y'all don't know, boy. Listen, y'all don't know. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Jerry. Boy, I used to love Jerry. I used to love doggone Jeopardy, boy. You will understand, boy. Nigga, Jeopardy was the shit, boy. True. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, though. So yeah, I'm just surprised that this overrated guy who ain't never fought nobody, small, skinny, black, dark-skinned guy from Omaha, Nebraska, who should just be happy that he got a chance to just be on the stage with a Canelo. Why is he favored by so less? That I don't understand that. Call him, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's D-Ray, Omaha. I just rode past Bud Crawford Street. What's happening, Coach?
Hey, D-Ray, Omaha, talk to me, fam.
Hey, man, like you said, bro, 2 years ago, nobody would have believed it, you know? And it's so funny, bro, because I was just thinking about, so about 2 years ago, you got people calling in, trying to make threats. And now this time we can maybe be able to just talk about the boxing matchups and the styles and everything like that.
You know,
but,
because
I kind of want to go ahead, bro.
No, sorry about D-Ray, because really that's what it's going to boil down to. Styles make fights. What type of style both guys are going to bring to the table. As Jerry said, you know, Canelo he checked all of the statistical boxes as it relates to an advantage. He's the bigger guy. He's more acclimated to 168. Some would say that he has a better resume than Bud and all that stuff there, and that's fine. So me factoring in all of that, and Bud ain't never fought nobody on the level of Canelo. Me factoring in all of that, I would think that, you know, Canelo would be a minus 1,100 favorite. Canelo would be a minus 1,500 favorite, and Crawford would be a plus 700 underdog or plus 800 underdog. Factoring in all of that, so apparently the odds makers are not listening to what the fans are saying online on YouTube. They're not listening to what the YouTube fans and the social media fans are saying, because they understand the people who are saying that they're gonna ride for their guy online. Vegas ain't looking at it from a Canelo through the eyes of a Canelo fan, nor through the eyes of a Crawford fan. Vegas are looking at it through the eyes of something totally different than the fan bases. What the fan bases say really don't mean anything. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, if they factored in what the fans said online, those odds would be Canelo would be a minus 1,400 favorite in my opinion. But go ahead, brother. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, bro, it would be Buster Douglas or something like that, right? And the thing about it is you know, sometimes boxing odds go crazy, but I remember Evander Holyfield was a 25-1 underdog to Mike Tyson the first fight.
That's crazy.
So, you know,
I remember that.
We ain't
something
even
like
nowhere close to that, you know? Yeah. And
and that's the thing too that you brought up. I thought that you did such a great job with, bro. When they was talking about size of the street, and now they done put in the running rule. Man, we gotta have what boxing was like before Bud and how they started talking after. You know, because it's like every year is something different. You know, it's this, it's that, and coach, for him to go against the industry, you know what I'm saying? He didn't come out of the amateurs as the number one pick. He fought his way all the way to, you know, to get to them guys, and they still try to avoid him and use the system to help protect them, bro. And that's where I appreciate Turki. Done, you know, he done got the smoke and mirrors out the way, bro. He just got a ring in there, and he telling dudes, man, entertain me, bro. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you, man. And everybody subscribe, like, and share. And hey, man, it's gonna be a September to remember. Appreciate you, coach.
Shout out to D-Ray, man. Omaha, stand up. Hey, bro, it like, fam, listen. I'm so disappointed in the American promoters. As I said before, it was something Steve Kim said. Steve Kim told me this, and I think he's right about this. When you have promotional companies having exclusive network deals, exclusive network deals, like, okay, Don King his fighter's only going to fight on HBO, or Bob Arum fighters are only going to fight on Showtime. I'm just giving some examples. That killed a lot of fights that could have been made. What I like about Turki Alalshikh, he get rid of the wrong side of the street. Turki Alalshikh is the street. He get rid of you ain't fought nobody. No, he like, no, my nigga, you a good fighter. I want to pay y'all to fight on my card. This how much y'all getting paid. I'm gonna pay your promoters. What's up? Turki Alalshikh he got rid of 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. My fighter should get the lion's share of the money. Turki threw all that away. How much you want? I want this. How much you want? I want that. Okay, I'm gonna pay both of y'all fight. He's gotten rid of all of that. Don't you know his niggas online still complaining? Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. Lisa, I remember it like it was yesterday. They arguing about money. My fighter should get this. Why boy getting 50-50 with Errol? Errol did the heavy lifting, you know. Why boy got to come out first? Why they got to flip a coin, this and that? Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, fam, Turki Alalshikh come in the game. Oscar De La Hoya mad. He don't like, now he worked with Turki, but he don't like with Turki. But guess what? Every time your fighter fight on Turki Alalshikh card, they lose, Oscar. Do you want to know why? Because the fighters over there at Golden Boy, they cherry picking. They fighting tomato cans. These dudes got padded records over there.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fighting other balls.
Not all of them, but most of them. 99.9% of them. You know, with Turki Alalshikh, you can't put your fight in the witness protection program. Turki like, no, my nigga, no, I'm gonna pay you, but you gotta fight. You you Megatron? Okay, you finna fight Optimus Prime. Yeah, man, but if I fight Optimus Prime, I want at least 20 million. Okay, no problem. Bam. There you go. If I'm gonna fight Megatron, I want at least 15 million. Okay, here you go. Now what's up? As I said before, if you're a fan of Canelo, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you're a fan of Terence Crawford, ain't nothing wrong with that. What you're not gonna do is this here. You can impose your feelings about your favorite fighter onto someone else. If you're a diehard fan of Canelo, I give 25 fucks. If you're a diehard fan of Terence Crawford, I give 25 fucks. Shit ain't that serious. Both of these guys finna make a boatload of money. If that's how you feel, your feelings are subjective to you. I can't get mad at you about how you feel about Canelo. Nor can you get mad at me about how I feel about Terence Crawford. or mad at another fan about how they feel about Terence Crawford, or mad at another fan about how they feel about Canelo. Those are your feelings. However you internalize your feelings, I don't give a fuck about that. How you feel is how you feel. It's called feelings, emotions. But this what I'm not going to do. This is what we don't do over here at the TMP family.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? Look at you. You mad? I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's good, coach? It's No Cap Entertainment from the UK, man. You're good.
No Cap, talk to me, brother.
So first things first, coach. Great show. And you know they tried to run some Jedi mind games on Bart, telling him that he's electric, gliding around the ring, coach. You know what I'm saying? But now, coach, literally, you hit the nail on the head. You do not have to be a hater of Bud or a hater of Canelo to understand this is going to be a great fight. Literally, I'm so excited for September the 13th. And at the end of the day, I think boxing wins, coach. I just want to basically call out really because it's an absolutely great fight. And also, you know, Bud got such a massive dog in him, coach, that I know with all of this talk, I've been saying that it's just going to make it work for their favourite fighters. Other than that, coach, we need to stop all the narratives and just get back to the best fighting the best. Other than that, coach, I just want to really come up and say the electric sliding because, yo, brilliant show, coach. Other than that, I'll leave it to the people. Shout out to the family. No Cap from the UK.
Hey, No Cap, man. UK stand up. Hey, let me tell you something. Them motherfuckers in the UK, they do be throwing hands, though. Them motherfuckers be throwing. One thing I say, bro, them motherfuckers be throwing hands. Bro, I love the fact that we got Max Kellerman, dog. Max Kellerman. We got Max Kellerman. When I saw that, I was like, damn. Like, hearing Max Kellerman's voice was kind of like, damn, dog, it's kind of, damn, we miss his voice. I miss him calling fights. I miss his commentating. All jokes aside, I miss his commentating. Max Kellerman. Bro, like, I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing because I was told not to say nothing. I'm not going to say anything. But there's somebody else. There's somebody else. And what you say, Gracie say, they said Lampley might be back with Max. Hey, Gracie, check this out. Gracie, where Gracie at? Gracie, check this out. Shout out to LJ Wright. Hey, okay. Today's show is sponsored by LJ Wright as well. We're dropping that half for bam, hundo on your boy.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say, Coach, F them, do your interviews, and you're doing a great job at it. It can lead to a better and more opportunities. So once again, F them N-words. I ain't worried about these niggas. Motherfucker hide behind the avatar. Motherfucker creating body counts, hide behind the avatar you just created yesterday just to hate. Because I'm doing some shit you can't do.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Max Kellerman and as I was saying, like, Again, I don't get the hate. Like Oscar De La Hoya just, every time I try to get Oscar De La Hoya the benefit of the doubt, I'm like, damn, dog, I see what people be talking about. I see what Leonard Ellerby be talking about. I see what Floyd Mayweather be talking about. I see what just other people in the sport of boxing that I know outside of Rick Glazer, because Rick Glazer love him some Oscar, understandably so, he getting paid over there. I see what they be talking about now. I'm like, damn, Oscar's a certified hater and shit eater for real. And you still hating on Canelo to this day.
But this bomb is hitting it day.
Like, for real, though.
To this day.
Like, why you still hating on Canelo? He was signed to you. He made a lot of money. You made a lot of money off of him. He's moved on. He's made more money away from you than he has done made with you. You did build him up. Facts, you did that. You got him to, you did get him the Floyd Mayweather fight, but you wasn't even there when he fought Floyd Mayweather. Do y'all remember that? When Canelo got beat 12 rounds to 0 to literally, he went around, but you know, one judge had it a draw. I think that was one of the judges that Oscar De La Hoya paid off. But y'all remember that? Oscar De La Hoya didn't show up for that fight. He went to rehab. Y'all remember that he went to rehab? Y'all go back and look at that. Remember, Saul Canelo Alvarez's biggest fight up to that date. The promoter who made the fight happen or whatever, you wasn't even there for him. You were too busy snorting coke and cross-dressing. And now you still hating on Canelo. You hating on Turki Alalshikh after doing business with Turki Alalshikh. You hate on the PBC because they took all your fighters because you was on a coke binge. You wasn't handling your business. Richard Schaefer snaked you, the president of your company. It's amazing that Oscar De La Hoya is still in business. I just got bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I mean, I be trying to get Oscar the benefit of the doubt, but Oscar De La Hoya probably really is a real life shit eater. Like he's probably a real life shit eater for real, bro. Like for real. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't get it, bro. Like you are the reason why Turki Alalshikh is here. You, Al Heyman, the Top Rank. Shout out to Bob Arum and shout out to those guys over there. I got a lot of love for Top Rank, but I just think that those guys, had they been working together with each other and putting on the best fights, we wouldn't even have room for Turki Alalshikh to come in. How you gonna hate on a nigga for doing some shit that you ain't doing? You literally had the opportunity to do the exact same thing that Turki Alalshikh is doing, but you hating on a nigga who doing what you didn't do when you had the ball in your court. I don't like that nigga because he getting interviews. But you ain't got a problem with Max Kellerman. I ain't hear you say you don't like Max Kellerman because he was on stage in New York interviewing Crawford and Canelo. I don't like that nigga cause I know cause he flying to different cities. But you ain't got a problem when Andre Ward do it. Or Showbiz do it. So that let me know you got a problem with me. If you got a problem with me, why you over here? Just like you freely brought your ass over here, you can freely leave. These the same niggas that been hating on me since I've been on this motherfucker. Hey, the Cardenas he said, Coach, you have to bribe Oscar with some baking soda. Man, shit. I ain't think about no motherfucking Oscar De La Hoya. To be honest with you, fam. But I like I'm gonna give you something to be mad at, though. I'm gonna give you something to be mad at. Let me see what day I'm gonna drop this motherfucker. I'll let y'all know. I'll let the members know which day the interview gonna drop. Because the members are gonna see the interview first. Yeah, I'm finna give you something to hate on. I'm finna give you something to hate on. I promise I'm gonna give you something to hate on, boy. Nigga be hate watching. Hey, that's the same whole ass niggas. Yeah, but I swear to God, I hate that old whole ass nigga, Coach Malachi, dog. I swear to God, dog. This old bitch ass nigga right here, dog. I'm trying to tell you, boy, this nigga right, oh Lord, have mercy, this nigga. God damn, dog, I hate this nigga. This nigga just, I'm hiding behind this avatar, creating bot accounts. This nigga around here doing A, B, C, and D. He got the shit growing, the shit taking off. I got, like literally, bro, like you can't make this shit up. True. Oh boy, it is what it is.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Hey, what to say, Jamie? Jamie say, he say, Coach, I want to see Roy Jones commentating again. Hey, Jamie, you know what? Yeah, Roy. When you brought Roy up, I thought about the old HBO days. Roy, George Foreman, R.I.P. to George, Big George. Who do y'all want to see? You got Max Kellerman. What about Teddy Atlas? Do y'all want to see Teddy Atlas? The natural says Andre Ward. Yeah, Andre Ward. He said Andre Ward. Hey, shout out to the Cardenas. He said, Coach, that Tim Bradley interview was a damn good one. Hey, hey, look here, check this out. Goddamn Tim Bradley. My nigga. Hey, hold on. Wait. Hey, the Cardenas, check this out. Man, hey, listen. Now, my interviews are not scripted. Don't nobody know what questions I'm gonna ask before I ask the question. And I don't have notes written down when I do interviews. I don't have notes written down, but I'm gonna start having notes written down. I am gonna start having notes written down when I do interviews. But I just kind of like go off memory and I go off the feel of the interview. You get what I'm saying? That's pretty much how I do it. But Tim Bradley, and again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Again, the views of the person that's being interviewed, do not reflect my views. Cause Tim gonna say, listen, cause I don't again. Tim gonna be like, yeah, coach, yeah, another thing too. Yeah, the nigga was running and this and that, and you get what I'm saying. So I think Tim Bradley and the Haney's got a love-hate relationship. I don't know what's going on with that. And Timothy Bradley is known to stir the pot. He gonna stir that pot, boys. Tim gonna get you in your feelings. That's what Tim Bradley do. Tim gonna get you in your feelings, boy. Tim gonna say some stuff that's gonna have you like, what? Man, I told Tim, I said, bro, they calling you every name in the book. They calling you a coon. They calling you a sellout. Devin Haney fan, that's what they call him. Tim a coon, he a sellout. You ain't got that energy for T.O. and Ryan. You hate your own people. I say, Tim, boy, they on your bumper, boy. They on your bumper. You know what Tim tell me? He said, oh, man, I don't care nothing about that, man. Like, it literally don't bother Tim. Tim really don't give a damn. Shout out to Christopher. He say, Coach, my wife used to watch boxing on USA, and she would say, Max has your job. She say, Max has your job? Oh, okay. Nah, you know what, man? I miss Max Kellerman, though. I miss Max Kellerman. I do. I miss Max Kellerman, bro. I do. Like in the sport of boxing, I miss hearing his voice. Even though I didn't agree with Max all the time, but but let me tell you something. What I like about Max Kellerman, I admire his boxing knowledge. I admire those, like the Harold Lettermans, all of those guys back in the day. I know he passed away, but I'm just saying a lot of those guys who passed away and who may not be here anymore and stuff like that, and George Foreman and stuff. I admire. Now, what I don't like when it's a good a person who's really good at commentating the sport, when they become a company man. I don't like the company man shit. I don't like the company man stuff. Like, look, dog, and because like me personally, I think that'll be the, shout out to my brother Ali, man, ATL stand up. I think that'll be the issue that I would have. The issue that I would have is, dog, I can't do the company man shit. I curse too much. I say nigga too much. Like, everything I say is just totally against the norms. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I have to be allowed to be me. I'm going to talk shit. I may curse a little bit. You get what I'm saying? I may, I got to be allowed to be me. I think the company man stuff, I don't think I could, like, I can't do it, dog. I can't do it, dog, because I'm too much of a free spirit. I'm going to talk my shit and I'm going to check a motherfucker if we get out of line. And that's just where I'm at. I'm not the go alone to get along type dude, but I do believe in building relationships. I'm not like when you become a part of the corporate structure, I'm a firm believer in when you become a part of the corporate structure. Now again, if you work for a network or a promotional company, your boss and he's paying you, you are going to have to do what your boss tell you to do. That's just the reality of the situation. I don't give a fuck what anybody in the chat say. If your ass got a job, you doing what the fuck you're told on your job. So if you feel that a commentator, he's a company man, you might be right about that. But guess what? So are you. If you got a job, you're a company man. If you get caught violating the company's rules and regulations, guess what? The company reserved the right to fire you. You may have a friend, oh man, you right here, man, goddamn, you acting all square shit on the job. You can go ahead and let a nigga, man, go ahead and let me get that over there, man. Let me go ahead and get that to me for free, dog. Get that to me for free. Let me slide and get by with this here, dog. Stop being a company man. Dude, if I allow you to do this, you put my job in jeopardy. Then if I lose my job, then what? Oh, stop being the bitch. Now the nigga who telling you to do this shit, he ain't got no job. And his baby mama taking care of him. But however, as it relates to the company man label that's put on Timothy Bradley, that's true. That is true. Timothy Bradley is a company man. That's true. However, you get what I'm saying? Like, but what you want the man to do? You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that some of these companies are allowed. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of these companies, bro, and this is why I don't think I can't work for them. Because some of these companies, they want you to toe the line. Like me, I can't see me being fake and phony to a motherfucker. Like, if it's a fighter I don't like, it may be known that I don't like the guy, whatever the case may be. I'm going to keep it professional, but I'm not going to tear him down. Like, this is what I say, right? You're going to have to be as even as possible. You're going to have to be, everybody has biases. The same motherfucker say, oh, you being biased, that's the same motherfucker that's being biased. But what I'm saying is, when you work for the white corporate structure, and I want to explain this to people in the chat, when you work for the white corporate structure, I don't know what the hell they told Tim. They could have told Tim, hey, Tim, look here, boy. I want you to say this, this, and this. This is the script. Now, if you go against that script, we reserve the right to fire you. Timothy Bradley got a choice. Now, this is some stuff that doesn't require a script, and he's freely able to say what he wants to say. And if he's consistently talking bad about the Haney's or a certain fighter that you don't like, without the script, without the strings, he's freely saying this on his own, then you can say, okay, well, this is his bias. He don't like this guy. He don't like he said, he don't like boxing dads and all that stuff there. So his bias is, I'm tired of these boxing dads. But all boxing dads are not created equal. You get what I'm saying? I think he's tired of the boxing dads who do all the talking in the videos. My dad didn't do that. But who am I to tell a Bill Haney, look, we don't want to see you in videos no more? When the alternative is his son don't do interviews. And if his son does do interviews, it's going to be interviews with the white corporate structure. It's going to be with the zone. It's going to be with the white corporate structure. So when you have a fighter that's willing to sit down with non-traditional media, such as a YouTube channel, whether it's online or face-to-face, me personally, you got to respect it. Because I know for a fact, by me being in it now, that these fighters are advised not to do interviews with people like myself. True, true, true. That's the truth. Fighters are advised not to do interviews with people like myself. Literally. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all some real stuff. That's why I say most of these fighters that some of you boxing fanatics or some of the male groupies, you jump out the window for. Like, Canelo ain't gonna go do an interview with any one of you Mexican boxing channels. He's not gonna show up on any of your live shows. He's not gonna show up on any of your X Spaces. He ain't thinking about your ass. They're gonna do interviews because they don't look at you like that. Just being honest with you. These fighters, and I feel y'all in on a lot of stuff. What's going on in the background? Yeah, man, this was going on over here. Yeah, this was going on over there. Yeah, I can't really talk about that right now, but you get what I'm saying? Yeah, but this pretty much how they do. You get what I'm saying? Like the politics of it is crazy. Hold on, somebody said after that Charleston White Island boy fight, hey, hey Zod 77. Look here, man. I saw that. I saw Charleston White fight the Island boy. Fam, we need that. Hey, Zod, we need that, fam. Charleston White, we might need to sign Charleston White to Nick Sack Promotions. But he got tired, though. He's 48 years old. He got tired in the first round. No, the footwork wasn't ready. You get what I'm saying? Like, so Charleston White, 48. The Island boy, was 25? So he had a 25. So he had a 23-year age gap difference. A 23-year age gap difference. Charleston White was tied. Then, hey, what you say? Mason say that left was nasty though. Hey, that straight left. Hey, Mason, that straight left. Bam, knocked him out. Hey, Mason, shout out to my brother from Flint, Michigan. Hey, Mason, look here, man. When I saw that, hey, Green Eyes Peter one sent me that. I think Green Eyes Peter sent me that. Then somebody else sent it to me on my Instagram account. Bro, listen, that squabble right there, I say, fam, we need that. We need that on the Canelo. We need that on the Canelo Crawford undercard.
True.
Yeah. We need that on the Canelo Crawford undercard. That's what we need. We need that on the Canelo Crawford undercard. We need the Island boys. It's two of them, right? He don't want one. We need Charleston White to run it back with the other twin, the other Island boy. But what we got to do, we got to get him in shape though. He's 48. We got to get Charleston White in shape. We got to get him down there, but he in Texas, so we got to get him in there with Derrick James. We got to get him in there with Derrick James. You get what I'm saying? We got to get his conditioning up. You get what I'm saying? We got to get his conditioning up. He smoke weed, so the weed don't kick in. Then he only had one eye. I'm trying to figure out how was Charleston White able to fight with one eye? Hey, shout out to Mason. Like, you know what I was scared of? I was scared. You know what I was scared of? I say, damn, what if the Island boy hit him in that glass eye and it knock his eyeball out? What if he would have got hit in the glass eye and knocked his eyeball out? Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I was worried about. I say, damn, dog. Man, he finna hit Charleston White in the glass eye. He finna hit him in the glass eye, dog. What if you get what I'm saying? You feel me? Hit the man in the glass eye. I'm like, hold on, let's pull this fight up. Yeah, he hit the man in the glass eye. I say, damn, dog, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. And then he 48 years old. He smoked blunts. You get what I'm saying? 48 smoking blunts. And I'm like, damn, he don't hit him in that glass. He don't hit him in that bad eye. You know he ain't got but one eye. You know he ain't got but one eye. So if the Island boy was smart, he would have been circling to Charleston White's right side. He'd have been circling to his left. If the Island boy was smart. If the CJ, if the Island boy was smart, you circle to the bad eye. He can't see you from here on this way. From his right side, he can't see you. So all you got to do is circle to the weak, circle to the strong side. Well, circle to the weak side, because I think, yeah, circle to the right, circle to your left, fam. You can catch him. He can't see out of that side. Hey, Ali, you get what I'm saying? He can't see out of that eye. So what you need to do, fam, just circle to the, you get what I'm saying? That's all he had to do. Look here, baby boy. Check this out, fam. This is what we gonna do, dog. This is what we gonna do. This shit. I got to show y'all this. Boy, I got to show y'all this here right here, boy. Bro, we gotta put this on. We gotta put this on the undercard. Yeah, we gotta put this on. Hey, y'all, look at this. Nigga, Texas stand up. Nigga, Dallas, Texas stand up. Dallas, Texas, stand up, baby. You know, Errol Smith lost, but don't worry about it. Y'all see Charleston White representing for Dallas. Y'all see this here. Y'all see Charleston White represent for Dallas. Got him a fresh fade. He got a fade on the top. He got the fade on the top and the fade around. Y'all see him getting in there with that jitterbug. You see what I'm saying? Charleston White got some long arms too, though. Y'all see him. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Look like he a southpaw too. Look like he a southpaw. Hey, B-Man say he from Fort Worth. Fort Worth, okay, all right. You get what I'm saying? Look at that. Ooh, I don't talk about boy, nigga Charleston, boy, they represent for boy, you get what I'm saying? Look at Charleston. Oh, he caught him that straight, right? He caught that straight, right? Oh, pussy ass nigga don't jitterbug. What's up, jitterbug? Now look at, he don't see, he only got my one eye. He went, up, boy. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Boy, look who the referee is. He look like he out of the trailer park. The referee look like he out of the trailer park. I don't know where they found him at. Boy, nigga get tired. Where he get tired? He get tired by let's move it up a little bit. Boy, they tired. They tired right now, boy. They tired. Both of them tired. Boy, they don't took a break. Boy, nigga tired. Boy, that shit ain't easy. Nigga be sitting back talking shit about bosses. And you got to get in that ring. But look, they had to help Charleston White sit down. It ain't that easy, huh? It ain't that easy. I got it on mute. I ain't playing. Yeah, it ain't that easy, boy. Look at that child. Who that nigga tired, boy? Them blunts don't kick in. Them blunts don't kick in. Well, round two, boy. They got a fine ring, girl. Look at that, boy. He tired, boy. He tired. That nigga tired, boy. Ooh, nigga, I'm 48. Nigga, I'm 48. Nigga, I'm 48. Nigga, I'm representing for Dallas, though. I'm representing for Dallas. This Dallas right here, baby. You get what I'm saying? This strap season. This strap season right here. We got to get some get back. Dallas got to get some get back. Boy, ain't been the same since Arrow lost. So Charleston White trying to put Dallas back. Look at the instruction. He said, look, you can't use the forearm. He said, use the forearm. Put the forearm in his neck. You know what I mean? You 25 years old, dog. You supposed to put hands and foot on Charleston White. You 25, dog. Come on, fam. You 25. Tighten up. How about you an island boy? Come on, we finna see what's up. Tighten up. Ooh, Lord. Oh, he dropped him. He dropped him. Oh, he caught him with that right hook. He knocked the fight out all right. There. He felt that guy attended don't push him. Like, go back in there. So he don't drop the ball already. Referee holler about it with no knockdown. But that's a southpaw right there. That's that southpaw stand. Ooh, Lord there. Then listen, shoulder to the right side. Jitterbug. So he caught him that straight left. Oh, Charleston, he nigga tired. They shot him with the elbow. He shot him with the hell. Hey, Mason, nigga tired. Charleston went over there. That nigga tired, boy. Both of these, boy. Oh, look, he stopped, put his hands on his hip. I put my hand up on my hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. I put my hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. Boy, he put his hands on his hip. Boy, goddamn. Boy, ooh, that straight left, boy. Straight left can't miss, though. Ooh, they push it with the punch. Ooh, the island boy. The island boy, he trying to let them hands go. Boy, ooh, trying to tell, but that referee look like he's straight out of West Virginia. He look like he got no teeth in it. Like he got about 2 teeth in his mouth. Oh, Lord, the island boy, he let them hands go, though. Charleston caught him with that left hook. He tired and then went back. Both of these niggas, look at both of these niggas tired. They tired. Boy, they dead. Oh, my God. We gotta put the rematch on Canelo Crawford right now. This should be the co-main event. This should be he don't spit the mouthpiece out. That's the oldest trick in the book. He don't spit the mouthpiece out. They trying to give him some time. He don't spit. That's an old vet move right there. That's an old vet move. He don't spit the mouthpiece out. He don't spit the mouthpiece out. No, hold on. Here you go. We back at it again. What round this is? This round two. They tied already. There you go. Ooh, Lord, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Hey, hack up. Ooh. Tighten up, C-Dub. C-Dub, they stepping. There you go. They both of them tied. The island boy, come on, fam. Tighten up. Ooh, Lord, but he look like he's special. He look like him and Roland Romero went to the same school. Boy, he let them hands go. He let them pull. Ooh, he caught him with that right. That's the one that knocked the fight out of him. Well, knocked the fight out of him. What he looking? He don't want no more. What he finna do? They circle. They looking at each other. He like, yeah, dog. Yeah, I'm done, dog. Yeah, he said. What he say? Time out. What he say? Time out. He say time out. He quit. He quit. Is he put on a Ryan Garcia? Oh, he quit like Ryan Garcia did when he fought Tate. Oh, goddamn. Hey.
True.
Dallas, Texas back, baby. Let's give a round of applause. Yeah, Dallas back. Shit. Hey, Raymond. Nigga, Dallas back, baby. Oh, pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, finna knock one of you Wakanda niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at that nigga, finna knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want a hole of smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got you backing up, nigga. I got you backing up. Nigga, watch that check left hook, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. Yeah, man. Dallas back on the map, baby. That's what we're talking about, baby. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like Charleston White had to bring it back. Charleston White had to bring it back. Let's celebrate for Charleston White. See, Dallas celebrate. Nigga, hey, Dallas celebrate right now. You see what I'm saying? Back on the map, baby. You get what I'm saying?
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Did it for the hood. Hey, shout out to Legacy by saying, we did it for the hood right there, baby. We did it for the hood. We back, baby. You get what I'm saying?
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
Hey, you know, we ain't hearing nothing about no 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. Take whatever we give you. I don't know how much they got paid. I would assume Charleston White was the A side, but they threw hands. You get what I'm saying? He brought Dallas back. You know what I mean? The town ain't been the same since Errol Smith lost, but Dallas don't came back. Charleston White don't put it back on the map. Now we finna get some fights going on.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair been messing in my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Anybody want the smoke next can get it?
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Nello.
Hey, shout out to Next Gen Comeback Sports. Shout out to New Country. What's going on, fam? Hey, Keita, hold on. This is what we gonna do, baby boy. Check this out. I got somebody for Charleston White next. Right now. Oh Lord, I swear to God, when I see that whole ass nigga close man like highways, I'm gonna put them paws on them. Nigga, Wakanda forever, bitch. Oh Lord, he threw Wakanda through that fence. Wakanda is dead. Oh Lord. You get what I'm saying? That was a TKO stoppage. A TKO stoppage.
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm gonna knock out orders, baby.
That was a TKO stop. He made him quit in the middle of the ring. He said he didn't have no more. He felt that straight right hand. He knocked the fight out of him. You get what I'm saying? That's what happened. It is what it is. Let's give a shout out to all of the super chatters. Shout out to our sponsor, LJ Wright.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Luke Cage. Luke Cage, salute to you, brother.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie.
Hey, okay.
Mr. Jamie Vasquez in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jose. Jose, what's going on, brother?
Hey, okay.
Rakim Asay in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to vlogs, LR9 vlogs, salute.
Hey, okay.
Treya Son, salute to you, brother.
Hey, okay.
Polo Buck in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the big boss.
Hey, okay.
Constantine in the house.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Falcon 784.
Hey, okay.
The lovely Jab Queen.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Green Eyes P, that girl from Liverpool.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mr. Stevenson.
Hey, okay.
Are you related to Shakur Stevenson? Shout out to Steve. Hey, Ian Stevenson. Are you related to Shakur Stevenson? Just wondering. Shout out to the lovely summer in November.
Okay.
Shout out to Attorney Bailey. Salute, brother.
Okay.
And the one, Mr. Ham.
Okay.
And Mr. Jimmy Vasquez.
Okay.
Let's give everybody, all the super chatters, a round of applause. And hold on. As Young Dolph would say, shout out to L. Harvey.
Okay.
Cash out. Salute to you, fam. Thank you for dropping that quarter of a dub, brother. Shout out to L. Harvey. And you ought to know what time it is. We hit everybody with the Huggy Bear. Y'all know we love Huggy Bear over here. It is what it is.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man, I'm going to give everybody a shout out. Y'all know what time it is. I'm going to give everybody a shout out after these messages. Hey, man, shout out to my cousin, Mrs. Watson, on Instagram. Shout out to my cousin. Hold on, I got to send her a shout out. My cousin, hold on, call up with me. Hold on. Yeah, shout out to my cousin, man. That's my favorite cousin. Shout out to my cousin. Lovely woman. Shout out to Gracie.
Okay.
Shout out to LaJessica.
Okay.
Dog Man in the building.
Okay.
Legacy Mindset.
Okay.
Shout out to Jared from Baltimore.
Okay.
Next Year in Comeback Sports.
Okay.
Shout out to Z Pacino.
Okay.
Shout out to Saul. What's going on, fam?
Okay.
Shout out to This Is Boxing.
Okay.
Jamie from New York.
Okay.
No Cap Entertainment.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Kendall Price.
Okay.
Trey Hassan.
Okay.
This Is Boxing.
Okay.
Shout out to CHK in the building.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. That's my brother. Hey, that's my main man, Mr. Tomato Can. That Mr. Tomato Can. Boy. Hey, man, I can't wait to see you. Man, you know what, dog? Man, I went to Vegas, dog. I meant to call you, but you ain't in Vegas. You in LA. I mean, you in Cali. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, man. So, I'll let you know when I be back out to Cali, man. Hopefully I'll be back out before the Crawford fight because, I want to, matter of fact, more than likely I will. Be back out before the Crawford and Canelo fight. So, no, Crawford Canelo fight in Vegas. Yeah, I'll be back in LA. I know my next stop I'm going to Atlanta. So I'm trying to figure out which day I want to go to Atlanta. I want to be in Atlanta about 3 days because I want to try to get some interviews while I'm in Atlanta. And I got to meet some lovely, nice people, you know what I mean, that I'm looking forward to meeting. Hopefully I want to stay there about 4 days. We can have some fun, smoke some of that stickers of the Iggy. Because what the hell you know about me now? Boy, listen, I'm going to smoke my weed.
Okay.
Facts. I'm going to do that shit.
True.
You can believe that. Now, one thing I know Atlanta got gas. I know about Atlanta gas. Shout out to G5 from the Bronx.
Okay.
Superman flying through the city today.
Okay.
Mr. Willie Sumlin.
Okay.
Shout out to the one Mr. Ham.
Okay.
Shout out to Kendall Price.
Okay.
Schoolo X-Man.
Okay.
My brother, Rick Timms, south side of Houston.
Okay.
We got CJ from the 504.
Okay.
MB813 Tampa, stand up.
Okay.
Shout out to Dex 2024, salute fam.
Okay.
Texas 16 South.
Okay.
Shout out to One IK.
Okay.
Bishop Bullwinkle.
Okay.
Schoolo.
Okay.
Superman flying through the city today.
Okay.
The lovely Miss Black Panther. We can't forget about my sister Lisa Bells. Shout out to Rowdy Chris.
Okay.
Hey, yo, man, we got to get Charleston White. We got to get Charleston White on there, man. We got to get Charleston White on there. You get what I'm saying on the undercard of Canelo and Crawford. We need that. You know, Charleston White got a big fan base, a strong fan base. We got to get him on there with somebody. The one-eyed, we're going to call it Charleston White the one-eyed bandit. You know, we're going to call it the one-eyed bandit. He's a southpaw. You get what I'm saying? He got that old man strength. You get what I'm saying? Dallas, Texas, very own. Fort Worth, Texas, Dallas ain't shit. You know, he got that old man strength, the one-eyed bandit. You get what I'm saying? And we're going to make it do what it do. We're going to sell. We're going to put butts in seats. It looked like it was crowded out there. It looked like it was crowded out there. And what it said, Willie Summers, he said, Coach, I was blown the whole time last week in Cali. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna, boy, listen, I was in Vegas. I went to Planet 13. Shout out to Coach Sonny for taking me to Planet 13 in Vegas. Lord have mercy.
True.
Hey, boy, do y'all know what this is right here? Boy, listen, I just gotta throw that out there before we wrap up. Boy, Planet 13, you get what I'm saying? But I went and got some concentrates. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? I got 2 of them. I got 2 grams of concentrates. Now you can't, boy, let me tell you something. You can't smoke that shit like that. Now you gotta get matter of fact, I need to leave and go get something to smoke it in because I gotta get a kit to smoke it in because you just can't. Some people like to put it in their blunts and stuff, and I don't do that. No, you gotta smoke it the right way. You smoke that when it's time to go to sleep. You smoke one of them, that you smoke that. Now you can't be going nowhere. That's got to be when it's time to go to sleep. You're gonna get about this much, by the pin top of it. You're gonna get by the pin top, by the top pin of it like that there, and it's gonna. I'm telling you, but you can't. You get what I'm saying? Just want to throw that out there. Just want to throw that out there. Shout out to the one, Mr. Ham.
Hey, okay.
Kendall Price.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the lovely Jab Queen.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, them concentrates, boy, serious. You get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Bruce Gas.
Hey, okay.
South side of Houston. Shout out to the lovely shout out to Miss Connie.
Hey, okay.
And shout out to South side of Houston. Shout out to Miss Sheila.
Hey, okay.
The Texas 16 South. Shout out to Tila. Shout out to any of the ladies I may have forgotten. Please forgive me. Any other brothers I may have forgotten. I'm just saying, but when you smoke that, I got to go get something to smoke it in right now. That's what I'm finna go do. I'm finna go do that. I'm finna go do that right now. I catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.